All right, everybody, welcome to Wrestling with Reality. We're doing something a little different tonight. We are going to check out AEW Dynamite. We're watching it live tonight. Is it really that bad? We started this series
Really
a few
that
weeks
bad.
ago, and before Richie went on vacation, we decided that we would do an AEW episode and kind of go with it from there and see if AEW is really as bad as they say it's been. So that's what we're here to check out tonight. Little AEW Dynamite from Chicago. Richie, how you doing, my friend? What's new and exciting with you?
I'm good, buddy. It's really hot as fuck out here, and I apologize for being a little bit late. Normally, we'll be on time with stuff like this and stream it live and be on time. I was a little bit late because a lot of the work going on in my world. So, anyways, I'm excited to do this, man. I haven't watched AEW in a long time. Looks like Cope's coming out right now. Adam
Yep.
Copeland.
Adam Copeland, yep.
That's a pretty cool stage, man. I like
It,
his background there.
I love the background here. I love the arena that they're in. I started the live stream and it was terrible on my own. That's why I deleted it in the beginning when I was waiting for Richie. So one of the things I said right off the bat was just how amazing this setup is here. I really like this this arena that they're at, Richie. Isn't it cool?
Yeah, it's definitely cool. I would say that in a small venue, they're doing better than NXT does, for sure.
Yeah. It looks really good in a small venue here for them.
Yeah, it does.
Now, Edge Adam Copeland has come out. Are they going to reunite him and Christian tonight?
That's a good possibility, man. They're doing that with a lot of tag teams, even on the WWE side of things. I've been predicting that the Usos are going to be a tag team before we know it again, so it's inevitable.
They're getting the Dudleys versus the Hardy Boys in TNA for one last time, too.
Yeah, they're going to do that. I didn't even know Devon was in shape enough to wrestle right now. That's
I thought he was too banged up, too, but I guess not, right?
That's pretty cool. I mean, if they can pull it off, that's great. I just don't want to see another situation where it's like Triple H and Shawn Michaels versus Kane and The Undertaker. That was a hard one to watch. I don't want to see that for the Dudleys and the Hardys.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, buddy. What do you think of when you see Edge here? What do you think of when you see Edge? Does Edge look good to you?
He looks good, man, and I'm so proud of him for not giving in to the WWE and not wrestling to the full extent that he wants to. Like, if you want to get out there and you want to go do it, by all means, go do it. If you believe in yourself and you want to do it, dude, I respect him for doing it. I'm going to be real with you. What about you?
He looks great for his age.
He does.
Yeah, he looks great for his age. I'll say that. And
he's definitely had a rough ride for sure.
Yeah, Edge has never been like one of my all-time favorites in any way. So it's like I can't say like I'm a diehard like Edge fan. I'm not a hater of him. I mean, he's had an amazing career, right? And I don't blame him for wanting to continue on his career somewhere else and to do something different. So, I mean,
for sure.
Who are we to tell anybody what to do with their life on this?
No, if I was a wrestler and stuff, I'd be pretty banged up at this point in time, and I would love to do it. I give him all the credit in the world that he came back when they told him he couldn't do it, and he proved everybody wrong, and he's doing a great job. I'm not a huge Edge fan either. I definitely loved when he was the Rated R Superstar, and I loved around the time that they did the Alliance angle and stuff like that. That's when I started to become a fan of his. But I'm not going to pretend like I'm some diehard Edge fan. I always personally thought that Christian was the better of the two. To be honest with you, personality-wise, in-ring wise, everything. I thought Christian was better.
I've always been way more of a Christian fan than an Edge fan. That's just me, though.
Yeah, I mean, when they did their tag team, I was more of an Edge fan. I'm not going to lie. I thought Edge had a better side to him because they didn't let Christian open up as much as they do now. When he went to TNA and he became Christian Cage, that's when he really won me over as a fan. So
I love the stuff that he's done with the
father stuff.
Oh, yeah. It's the best shit he's done in his career, in my opinion.
It's the best shit he's done, but he's got to tread careful with it because there's a lot of bad shit that you can do with that.
He's kind of one. Has he not said everything crazy out there? I mean, he said it to Jack Perry's kid, the famous Luke Perry about his dad.
Dude, I will say that Edge's haircut's got to go, man.
Oh, it's awful.
He's trying to do the Theo Von, and nobody can do it like Theo Von. So
no, the kids are trying it now and shit where they do that too. And it's funny. You want to say to Edge, dude, you're like in your mid-50s or whatever.
There's only one dude that can pull that shit off, and it ain't him.
No, and that's no disrespect to the great Edge.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of the FTR?
I think there's a great upside to him. I think that they are a Pretty decent tag team. You know, it's an old school vibe. It's kind of like you get an Arn Anderson feel, you know. So I like them. I think they're okay. It's like a modern day Arn Anderson type of character.
I really, 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 once again, like this venue that they have. It's fantastic for them. They're doing one of these residencies where they set up some.
Fuck is that?
That's Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian.
That's Kip Sabian now?
That's Kip Sabian now, yeah.
What in the hell did he do
I
to his
know.
hair?
I didn't know who it was either until I saw it a few weeks ago.
And who the hell's the chick?
Mama Wayne, Nick Wayne's mom.
That's his mom?
That's his mom, yeah.
Is that kayfabe mom or real mom?
That's his kayfabe mom.
Okay.
Or no, that's his real mom. Sorry.
That's his real mom. Wow.
Yeah, that's his real mom in real life.
Interesting.
So this kid's got a backstory that like his dad trained professional wrestlers. He trained Darby Allin, I guess, was his big claim to fame. And he was an indie wrestler and he died. So
what state was he from?
What's that?
What state was he from?
I think Washington, but I could be wrong.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it was Washington or something like that.
Bruv.
Oh, there's Bruv, yeah. I mean, he's only like 19 or 20 years old or something like that. He's like, I don't even think he's 21, Richie. So
Bruv is such a dork.
He is. I don't understand the Will Ospreay stuff.
No.
Let's get to a couple of the comments. Sorry, you guys. Didn't mean to miss anybody here. It took us a minute to load up. We're not expecting this to be our most downloaded show and watch show ever tonight. It's a tough subject for a lot of people to watch. So, what's up, Jeremy?
Hey, buddy. Hey, Lawrence.
We will definitely keep you in our prayers, Lawrence. That is a fact.
What's going on, Lawrence? You okay? Hope you're doing good, man. That sucks.
Absolutely.
Sucks to hear.
Hope you're feeling better, brother. Edge versus Cena, one of my favorite feuds.
Sure.
I think it's a great feud, Jeremy, for sure.
Yeah.
When Edge became the Rated R superstar, he really broke out from the restraints. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Nick Wayne's dad trained Darby and Swerve. All right. So there we go. That's kind of where that comes from and stuff. And it fit perfect into the Christian stuff. And then they turned on Christian at all. And how could you turn on the Father of the Year?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, you can't do that. That's fucked up.
Turn on Father.
You know, especially near Father's Day and stuff like that. You can't be doing that.
I mean, me and you both have wonderful fathers. Let's be realistic.
We do.
You know, me and you are both lucky. We got the best dads out there.
We do.
But wouldn't it be wonderful to have ourselves a Christian too? You know, as a dad.
If I was to pick a close second, yeah, I would say
right there.
Christian's probably right there. Yeah, for sure.
No doubt in my mind. I'm not going for the richest guy in the world. I'm going for Father of the Year type quality. And if I didn't have my dad, I'm taking Christian first.
For sure, man. I agree with you.
I mean, the lessons he gave those ungrateful bastards, you know. Mama Wayne should be lucky that Christian paid her some attention.
Is Jericho still involved with AEW?
I think so, but I've heard his contract is coming up here relatively soon.
He gets paid pretty good amount of money for what he does in AEW. He'd be a fool to leave, in my opinion. WWE's not going to utilize him. They're not going to put him at the top of the card. They're not going to pay him a good wage. He needs to stay in AEW.
Yeah, they had said that WWE has shown interest and is interested in signing him, you know, again, which more power to him. That's what he wants to do. But I don't think it's what's going to happen.
They're not going to do anything with him.
No.
What are they going to do? Make him a joke again? To have him come out and say the list 20 times during the show?
I mean, how much more could he possibly do in his career, you know?
You were the first undisputed champion. You've been an Intercontinental champion multi-times over. You've been a U.S. champion. You've been a tag team champion. You've had it all. I mean, what else can you do over there, you know?
He's done everything. He's got more money than he probably ever knows what to do with in his life.
He's got more creative control over in AEW, and he can help them younger guys over there. I think Chris Jericho is one of the things AEW is doing right and has done right since it started. I love Chris Jericho. I will love him till the day I fucking die.
Him in WCW, when he broke out as a heel, is one of my all-time favorite things in wrestling. Some of the shit that he would do with Ralphus.
I think Chris Jericho, this is a hot take. I think Chris Jericho is probably one of the most underappreciated wrestlers of all time.
I agree. Yeah, I
agree. Him and Kurt Angle are two of the most underappreciated ever. It's
criminal how much they're underappreciated at certain points for their contributions.
Absolutely.
And Chris has been around since the early 90s, okay?
Yes.
What do you like about this? Moxley's on now with Marina Shafir.
I don't like this gimmick
I
at
don't
all.
either.
John Moxley's coolest gimmick was when he very first busted in there as Mox. You and I were so pumped about it when he came out and they announced that he was coming over to AEW. We were like, "Oh my god, this is going to be a huge deal." And then when they paired him up with that goof ass fucking Eddie Kingston, that was the downfall for me from Mox.
Where did it go wrong for you when you said enough was enough with AEW, that we weren't going to watch it or you weren't going to watch it anymore? Because we started watching it in the beginning every week. Remember?
Yeah, and I was loving it. I'm gonna be real with you. I was loving it. Sting was the last episode I watched of AEW. It was his retirement match, and I wasn't even watching it then. I just watched it to catch that because who couldn't watch? I would tune in time again for Sting. That was about it. But I didn't watch it religiously. The last time I watched it religiously for AEW was probably right before they paired Mox up with Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I don't remember what lost me officially, but I think it was just there's so much tribalism in wrestling to me that I found that the fans of AEW, the tribalism with them was just way too much for me. And they're
Yeah, I
always
can
looking.
understand that.
Yeah, they're always looking. The fans really turn me off a lot to the product. I'm just
I
being
don't really
straight.
care what anyone else. I'm the type of guy. I try to follow Dana White's persona a lot and my values and stuff like that. I could give a fuck less what anyone else likes or says or whatever thinks about me. I march to the beat of my own drum, and fucking AEW for me. If it was good content, I would watch it religiously.
Mm-hmm.
WWE is slightly getting better again, so I'm watching it, pretty much all the time, besides with the exception of SmackDown, I don't watch it. And if AEW turned it up and started tearing the house down and doing good shit, I would watch it. But they're just not doing it. And it's not for a lack of talent, it's a lack of creative direction.
Great matches. It's like this is like the formula I've noticed from them a lot. Great matches often, really, fun affairs, but they lack the storyline and developing things. Just putting a match together is not a storyline, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
a backstage segment isn't just creating a storyline or getting Bruv out here with Tony Schiavone isn't,
Jeremy brings up a good point here, man. I've never missed a week, and then the Bucks and Jack Perry pulled the crap with CM Punk. Yeah, I agree with you, man. That's about the time a lot of people started falling off. It made them look really bad with how they handled the CM Punk situation. Let's be honest. I mean, they were like the ex-girlfriend that wouldn't fucking go away with him. So, yeah, it made him look horrible.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like where I was going earlier with it, where I kind of turned a corner with the fans because it was just that bullshit that they did, man, with stuff like that. And it was like, yeah, people like gossip and all that shit, but I don't want to watch a show to see the bullshit that's going on and the pettiness of millionaires that are acting like fucking bitches,
Yeah, for
like
sure.
they're acting like a bunch of fucking
You're
crybaby
getting
bitches.
paid to do a pretend soap opera show,
Yeah.
millions of dollars. It's just ridiculous how they act.
And I love CM Punk, but I soured on CM Punk through the process too of it.
Yeah.
Like it to me became like just he was awful to me. He looked like a
Lawrence, you're
bitter.
more and more like a horn dog every week, my man. You're starting to turn into Rewind.
The tribalism is killing pro wrestling, plus
Yep.
OnlyFans, softcore porn.
Yep.
I don't understand though why they're still continuing this Death Riders crap. Because to me, Richie, I don't think this has done them any good. Do you?
It hasn't done him any good at all. I mean, Mox is not a good leader of a faction. He's great by himself. He should be a lone wolf. I thought he did a great job with his character in the beginning. This element is not needed for his style, man. It's not him at all. They're trying to kind of rekindle the Shield, but him at the helm, and if the Shield was what this is, dude, it would have never took off in WWE. So it's just hot garbage at this point.
Yeah, sorry, Wheeler Yuta's not. I'm not a Seth Rollins guy in any way, but Wheeler Yuta that we saw in the opening match is no Seth Rollins. All right, like
is Bruv saying he's injured?
I think so.
With his dangerous style and stuff like that, it's a shocker that he hasn't been more seriously injured. So,
How long did he just say he was going to be out for?
a couple months.
All right. I'm surprised he hasn't injured himself worse before, to be honest with you, with the way that he works. You got to give this guy credit on one thing. When he goes in the ring, he leaves it all out there. You know,
He does, but he's kind of like Ric Flair, man. He wrestles the same fucking match every time. That's the problem I have with him.
30 high spots and crazy finishes that would finish anybody else off, but it never ends up happening. It's always bouncing back and forth.
The high spots are very similar each time. It's not like they're different high spots. It's the same fucking shit, you know? He's like Kevin Nash. He's got fucking 4 moves with the hair flip. You know?
I think he's got more than 4 moves, but it's the same thing, like you said. It's the same stuff all the time.
Yeah.
All right. Still to come tonight, they said Claudio Castagnoli versus Mark Briscoe. You're a big Briscoes fan, aren't you?
Not a Briscoe fan. I'm definitely a Castagnoli fan, though.
You think he was one of the big ones that WWE missed the boat with?
I do and I don't. I think the Cesaro gimmick, when they switched over to Cesaro section, it's just like Rusev Day, right? Like, they let the fans... WWE is not a fan of hijacking the show. And whenever you do that with the Rusev Day or the Cesaro section or the Daniel Bryan Yes or the Kofi Mania, or even as of late, you got the R-Truth stuff. You know, WWE does not like that shit. So they will make an example out of those people, and they usually do. They'll let the fans have their moment with them, but they usually end up fucking drying it out really quick and watering it down, and it ends up dying out. And that's what you saw with Cesaro, with the Cesaro section stuff. So
now here's Swerve now. Swerve has become probably one of AEW's biggest stars, I would say, wouldn't you?
Yeah, man, and he's gotten a lot bigger. Like, I remember back in the day when he was in Lucha Underground as Killshot. I loved that character, by the way. I thought he did a great job in Lucha Underground. But this new Swerve Strickland character, it's, from what I've seen, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's very over with the crowd from what it seems all the time. From the clips when I see AEW stuff, I usually just get it in clips. So,
you know, when you really think about it, Lucha Underground was obviously onto something, because all of their characters they had in that show are on top of the wrestling business now. You know, every single one of them, with the exception of Johnny Mundo, you know, has been heavily featured in all the top programming now.
Yeah, I would agree that he should have let that be. You know, he's not in his world on that stuff, and he's not in his stature in wrestling. So I would have let that be. Yeah, I saw that he was in the new Happy Gilmore. I'm looking forward to watching that this weekend, actually.
Adam Sandler had a lot of good things to say about MJF. I mean, he really likes him a lot. So,
you think he's going to do some stuff in Hollywood bigger down the road?
I do. I think MJF at this point is more for a paycheck than anything else, with anything for that matter. So I think we'll be seeing him more in probably primarily Adam Sandler movies, to be honest with you.
I never understand why people like this Willow Nightingale character. You know, if anybody's a fan of Willow, I'd like to understand why. I've never really been a fan of her, and I don't understand why they get behind her so much. Have you seen
that? Is that this lady right here?
Yeah, this one right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't know what it is about her. Like, I find everything when I see her do interviews and stuff, like she's doing right now, it's so forced.
Yeah,
and it just comes across so shitty. You know, overall to me, and there's nothing that makes me want to invest in this character.
Never seen her before. I got to be honest with you. Never seen the character, not one time. So
they featured her pretty much a lot on the show through the years. You know, over the last couple of years. So she's somebody that they seem to get behind a little bit. I think she was the TNT Women's Champion or something at one point as well.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the women's division, with the exception of like Paige and Toni Storm and stuff like that, which I know Paige isn't with them anymore, but yeah. Those are the only characters I ever cared to watch. So I to be honest with you, it was a bathroom break for me whenever they would feature the women's division. We've always been critical of their women's division since they opened the doors.
It's corny to me often. I like Toni Storm though a lot. I think
Toni Storm is pretty good shit. Yeah,
she's really good. Yeah, I heard about this creative show that WWE's got coming out on Netflix, and I'll definitely give it a watch, Lawrence. I don't think Richie was back on the show when we watched it, but FTR versus the Briscoe brothers in the dog collar match at ROH is one of my favorite tag matches ever.
Oh, God, yeah, I've watched that myself. That's a pretty good match.
Lawrence, every time I've watched Lucha Underground when Richie's had me watch it, I fucking loved it, and I wish I wouldn't have missed it when it was on. So
Lucha Underground will forever be one of the biggest what ifs if they just had the funding at the helm of that show, man. It was an incredible show. I was glued to it. I loved watching Chavo Guerrero. It seemed like he got his spark back in wrestling when he was featured on it. Conan even played a good character on it. I don't like Conan to save my life, but Conan, he played that Godfather character, and I just thought it was all great. They had a great show on there.
Everything I've ever watched on there from that through the years that me and you have done with it has been awesome. So,
Yep.
it has been fantastic. So,
Got somebody at your house?
Yeah, those are my killer hounds. So if you come to my house, you got to deal with Daryl, the scary dog.
Daryl,
take the reins 1 minute. Let me go.
You got
calm them down. I think my daughter and her boyfriend just got home. So give me 1
right
second.
on.
I'll be right back, guys. You take the reins, buddy.
No problem, buddy. Yeah, I mean AEW for me, it's a huge miss, but I would love to give them another fair shake again, guys. I honestly would. Like, I was rooting for it for the beginning when we were doing Wrestling with Reality years ago. I was one of the ones that was saying, AEW is going to be a good success. It's great to have competition. It makes better creativity in the wrestling industry. And John and Rob was our old co-host at the time, were not fans of it. Rob was saying they were going to close the doors in 2 years, and it wasn't going to last 2 years. And John, for the better part of all their characters, he didn't like a lot of them. He's opened his ways quite a bit more now. He likes Kenny Omega and a few of the other guys and stuff like that. But back then, they used to make fun of me watching that stuff, man. So, like the New Japan darlings and stuff like that. But it grows on you with some of the characters, but now I gotta say they've just lost their direction since Cody Rhodes left. It seems like the whole show just lost its balls.
Isn't it amazing to think that Cody was the kind of the glue that held that show together, that made it really watchable for people?
That's the only conclusion I can come with, because when the common denominator is every situation in AEW, that happens, it's usually with the Bucks, and they go with the Bucks direction. Why? I don't know. I don't know. It seems like those guys are the ones that are running everything there, and that's why it's so disorganized. That's why it's so choppy, and the ideas are never stuck with. There's no direction. It's just corny, man. And I think they're a big part of the failure of AEW so far is the Bucks. I think that they should be completely taken away from creative. I think that Tony Khan needs to step back. They need to bring in a guy like a Shane McMahon or a Paul Heyman, throw tons of money at him, something like that. Somebody with a vision that knows how to do this and has done it before. Hell, even Eric Bischoff would be great. I know that would never happen because he hates Tony Khan, but it would be one of the best things that they could ever do. I'm not saying bring Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff in. I'm saying just Eric Bischoff.
You don't want real American AEW?
Yeah, you'd have real American beer all over the ring.
I heard that they've only sold 400 tickets for the first Real American freestyle wrestling card, and
400 tickets.
What's that?
400 tickets, you said?
Yeah, that was the last I heard. It was sold 400 tickets, and they're in a 12,000 arena, fitting arena. Do you like the Hurt Syndicate with Lashley and Shelton Benjamin with MVP here? Do you like this?
I've never been a fan of these type of groups, and I'm not racist or anything like that. I think the African American talent is so great. They're so underutilized in a lot of ways like that. Like we just said, Swerve's a great talent. I was a big fan of who was the skinny guy that was with Bobby Lashley? Leo Rush. As a mouthpiece, I thought he was great. MVP, I've never been a big fan of him, really, But these groups, when they start doing it this type of way, I always lose interest. And I don't know if it's because of my culture is just different than them and stuff like that. And that's okay. It's okay to have different culture. I just don't like it. I don't. I think Bobby Lashley has always been better by himself. That's just my opinion. And I've never been a huge MVP guy to begin with. Shelton Benjamin has been criminally underused. He just doesn't have any charisma. He's the guy that needs a mouthpiece and stuff like that. I think Bobby Lashley's good on his own.
MJF just doesn't fit with them, and I never understood why they really tried to go with
Dude,
it.
that is so terrible. Like, if you would have asked me a couple years ago what they would do with MJF in a few years, this was not on my bingo card. You know? Hey,
Yeah.
Paul, what's up, buddy? It's horrible what they've done to MJF's career, but he's getting paid a boatload of cash for it, so you can't really hate on the guy.
He was like the most sought after free agent in years when his stuff was coming up, and then
I'm
he is
starting to
just
wonder if he was, though, man. I'm starting to wonder if WWE even wanted the guy, or if they even. I think they saw through the bullshit.
maybe, he was very sought after at that point, man. People wanted to see him in WWE. We were big ones too. Look at this.
But if they brought him,
Storm, bro,
yeah,
he's great, man.
If they brought him to WWE, one, who do you have him go against? Two, how do you utilize him in the world of WWE when they put so many handcuffs on you creatively? I think he would sink.
Yeah, a lot of people would agree with that, I'm sure.
MJF isn't the type of guy that has a script handed to him and he reads it word for word. He's the kind of guy that goes off. He's a lot like Roddy Piper in a lot of ways. He creates his own heat. He creates his own skit. He goes out there and he shoots from the cuff. And they don't allow you to do that in WWE anymore.
Who is this? Billy Starks. Have you ever seen this girl?
I have not seen Billy Starks.
I have not either.
But I will tell you that who's that gal right there? The other one?
Athena in Ring of Honor. She was Ember Moon in the WWE.
Ember Moon is one of my favorites from NXT, man. As far as the women's division. I love her. I wish she was in WWE today. I thought she was really good.
Like the visual of her sitting up in the rafters there in this cool arena right now. I like the visual of that with her sitting up there alone with that contract. Like,
my favorite thing when I went to WWE out here when she wrestled on the card was when the huge moon would come up and she would come out and the big moon was in the background. That was one of the coolest fucking visuals when she would do her entrance.
I might have solved this this right here, Richie, with Rabbi Moses. So on the other stream link, he put, "I will not be able to make it most likely tonight because I'm in a conference."
It's Rewind.
Call. And he said he's in a conference call, and then Rewind sent us a message today. And what did he say? He's got a FaceTime date tonight, right?
Rewind's Two-Face.
From Batman. He gave up. He gave up his thing today, I think, bro.
Man, he threw in the towel.
I think he gave up because he said, as Rabbi Moses on the other stream, that Rabbi Moses said he was in a conference call, and Rewind sent us that message earlier and said he's got a FaceTime date tonight.
And Rewind had his hands up. Who is the complicit person with him to do that?
I have no idea. This might be a coup of some sorts.
I'm thinking it's Jude and Rewind.
Could be. There could be a joint account that they have. I don't know. Did they do the heel turn on us, Richie?
I think it's the double heel turn, or maybe, John, just maybe, you're pulling a Hulk Hogan on me.
Brother. I forgot to mention that earlier, that I might have solved that mystery, that he might have accidentally done that there.
It's okay. Somebody once made my face on a Hulk Hogan when he was the third man. They put me in the video. And you were the NWO, and Rob was the fucking Macho Man getting the leg dropped on him.
Oh, I love it, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of move is that Billy Starks just did? The weakest sweep in the world?
This is a pretty bad match, dude.
Listen, Toni Storm's character is great, and she's a very good worker. But this, I don't know. Her as this character, I don't think you're necessarily going for her in this character for her ring work. You're going for the performance she's going to put on.
Right, and the charisma.
All right, nice move by Billy Starks there, but you know what this girl reminds me of? She reminds me of the band chick from American Pie without the red hair.
Oh yeah, that's true.
At band camp.
Yeah, that does.
Allison Hannigan is her name.
Yep.
From How I Met Your Mother, great show. The Timeless Tony gimmick has been fantastic. She really has done a good job in this character.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I don't think anybody else could have got it over the way that she did too, because it's a really corny character when you think about it, but it's really awesome the way she's done it.
Yeah, for sure. I would love to meet Tony Storm. To be honest with you, man, that's one wrestler I would like to meet nowadays.
Yeah, I agree. Jeremy says I'm innocent. I told you, Jeremy, I never had any thought it was you. What do you think of Timeless Tony versus Monet stuff? From what I've seen, Lawrence, it was pretty good, man. You know, I got to give them both credit. It was pretty good from what I saw with them. The parts of the match I saw from All In and the clips looked really well. What they did, and I thought they did a good job, man. So I give my hats off to them on that. What about you, Richie?
Yeah, I like it too. I think it was great, and Monet, for what you will, she's getting paid a boatload of cash to be over there, and who wouldn't? She's the big fish in the small pond now. So her and Tony Storm are the best thing going over there. So to put them together, it just makes sense.
Yeah, she's embraced her character, Monet, too, and she's embraced that heel character that she's going with. So I'm not a fan of her in any way, but I'm also not somebody that's like this ultra hater of her, where I think that she's the worst thing in the world. I think she's doing what she thinks that is going to work, and I'm not saying it works all the time, but I think there is times that it does work. I don't know how many people other than Tony Storm or maybe a couple others over there in the women's division that are up to her level of a Monet, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Figure who she was working with for all these years, man. Bayley, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, all the chicks in NXT, the rest of them that have come up through the years. I mean, she's worked with the best of the best, like, not saying that the women are all awful in AEW or anything, but let's be real, they're not at the level of a WWE one for the most part.
Exactly.
Yep. I still think that Dustin Rhodes should mentor Timeless Tony, playing off of his Goldust personality, passing the torch. It could be some funny stuff if he did it with her, Lawrence.
I think so too.
I met Tony before she was famous, as she worked for an indie company I worked for in 2013. Wow. So she's been around a hot minute then, huh?
Yep.
She really battled through a lot too. She was a pretty big star in NXT and really fizzled on the main roster, it seemed. So AEW
I don't know how WWE didn't capitalize on Tony Storm.
I think she was younger, and I think she was probably more afraid to step out of, the comfort zone that she was normally in to maybe do it over there, because they kind of maybe stifle people.
They fabricated her character because if you think back, man, they were trying to make her like a Liv Morgan style character over there. Yeah. And that wasn't her. And I think when she got to do this character, this is what she always wanted to do.
And then just a little while ago, she did the whole bounce back thing where she went back to the old Tony Storm character, pretended like Timeless Tony was dead, and then came back with this version of it,
Yeah.
And she put on one of the best matches at All In, with Mercedes Moné. So she's doing it all right, she's one that I could see going back down the road to the WWE and them paying some big bucks to get her.
I agree with you.
I don't think you've seen the last of Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks, in the WWE as well. So I think she'll go off and finish her career there. I don't want to see this shit with Randy and Jelly Roll. I don't care about it.
I think it is so fucking ridiculous that they're doing this. It's great. Jelly Roll's in great shape and lost all this weight, and I respect him for it and everything like that. That's all awesome and cool. I think he's a very talented musician. I know you don't like his voice. I like his lyrics more than I do his voice, obviously. A lot of his songs, are relatable and stuff like that. Listen, it's great for WWE to have a big recording artist like that, and you get exposure. I'm tired of it, though. I'm tired of the who was the rapper that was just in there? Travis Scott.
Travis Scott, yeah.
WWE does, it reminds me of those Raws where they needed a guest host every time. Like, how many times has WWE tried to do this and they run into the same fucking wall? It's
every single time, right?
Every single time. When they had Snoop Dogg featured every week, when they had all these rappers and all that, it doesn't make any sense, and it's hokey and corny, and I don't want to see it. I'm trying to watch wrestling. I'm not trying to watch, a rapper come in, and it's like Roddy Piper said, man, they have no business doing it.
And I don't dislike Jelly Roll in any way either. I think he's got a great story to him, and I think he's a relatable guy to people. I think he's fun. I don't want to see fucking Randy Orton doing this shit. And to be honest with you, I don't want to see Drew McIntyre doing it either. I think Drew's better than that. But
yeah, for sure.
I mean, we all know what's going to happen, okay? Like, let's be realistic. Randy and them are getting the win. So Jelly Roll's going to go over in some way. Like, that's the way it's going to be. So
I agree.
It's just the way it's going to be. All right. What are you thinking of this match here?
Pretty good. Toni Storm's very talented. Like I said, she's probably the best thing going in their women's division. Have her and Britt Baker done a program yet?
Toni and Britt Baker?
Yeah.
Britt Baker hasn't done a program with anybody. She's been off television for a long time.
They're probably not going to have her back, are they?
Apparently, the rumor is WWE wants her, but they could tack on more time for her for injuries that she's had. So they'll probably tack on some injury time to her, and she'll probably sit till sometime next year, and people will forget about her by then. And I think that's probably what they'll do with her.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of like Jelly Roll's music or Bad Bunny either, Lawrence, but they definitely bring a big mainstream appeal to people, and they bring a different fan base that they might not be used to. Nice work by Toni there to get the win. Decent match.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I can't shit all over it. Billy Stark started slow for me and wasn't really doing believable moves and things like that, but then she really kind of picked it up later on.
Yeah.
But that was a weak-ass shot with the belt to nail her. Just as I give her a little credit, this temper tantrum that she's having is pretty bad acting.
I would say so.
She's calling Athena down from the top. I have never been a fan of Ring of Honor to watch it that much, so I'm not a Ring of Honor guy. Are you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Thank you. She just chucked Aubrey Edwards. Good job.
Who was the Ring of Honor guy that you interviewed though? That was really cool.
Oh, Vinny, the Horror King.
No, the guy. What was his name? He was in. I think he was in WWF, and then
I did a bunch of Ring of Honor guys. I can't remember them all. We did Vinny.
He was the zombie, or not the zombie, but the. Fuck, who was their champion that was like the older guy, been around forever? PCO.
Yeah, we are PCO on. I love PCO.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's doing now. That was an awful move that she did to try to look like she nailed her in the head with the steel steps. That was terrible. She's been the champ here for like 2 or 3 years in Ring of Honor, Athena. Not that means much, I guess, but she's kind of been the face of everything they've been doing over there. She hasn't lost forever.
Athena, you're talking about her. That's her name now, Athena, Ember Moon?
Athena. Yeah, not Ember Moon anymore. Her name is Athena.
Athena's kind of, that's a pretty cool name. It's goddess of war.
It's not bad. I don't dislike that. That her finisher that she had, I remember, was really badass.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Alex Windsor?
Is that who this is?
That's what it said, yeah.
Alex Windsor.
Who is this? And the crowd went mild.
What a headbutt. I mean, she had some pretty good moves there.
Yeah. The crowd could give about 2 fucks less about it.
Did you see when Juice Robinson came out and that was like their big surprise at this last pay-per-view?
I heard about it. I'm
not went over like a fart in church, man. Nobody even knew who the fuck he was because he'd been gone for so long.
Britt Baker's focused on her practice, hasn't been around since her and Adam Cole separated. Gotcha. I'm sick of the Paul brothers stuff. Most people are, Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the day Jake Paul gets knocked the fuck out, but it probably won't happen because he's got so many of those, what do you call that, the contract where you can't talk about it?
Mm-hmm.
What did Vince McMahon have?
Non-disclosures.
Yeah, NDAs. You got so many NDAs.
We got Hechicero versus Swerve Strickland up next.
Who the fuck is Head Jacero?
I have no idea. This is what I mean when I said earlier. It's just like they just put matches in to just put matches in with no storyline to it.
They go back and they say, "Hey, let's draw straws," and whoever fucking draws them gets to go against each other.
We got Hechicero tonight, Mark Briscoe in this corner, Lee Moriarty in the other one, or MJF. Which of you four is going to get this match tonight? Lawrence says, I hated ROH when it first came out back in 2002. A lot of people made out like it was special, but it felt like they were capitalizing off of great indie talent and stuff indies like JAPW were doing before them. However, I can't appreciate some of the matches they have in there and ROH with the great talent like Daniel Styles Red, the SATs, the Briscoes, Lynn, Joe, Brian, Punk, etc. Yeah, they've had a lot of talent through the years.
Yeah.
Can't stand Jake Paul, but he's paid for Ben's lung transplant. That was a nice move that he made for Ben Askren.
Yeah, Jake Paul does those kinds of things, and I like. Here's the thing, okay? There's Dana White who will
advertise it.
Pay $1 million for Cain Velasquez's bail and not announce it to the world. And
nobody knows for a year and a half that he did it.
Then you have the Jake Pauls of the world that is like, yeah, I paid for Ben Askren's fucking surgery, and it's like you're doing it for a pat on the back, bud.
Yeah.
I appreciate the man did that. It's fucking awesome. I'm glad Funky Ben is still around to annoy the shit out of us online. I think he's a great individual. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't buy it for a second that Jake Paul is a good human being. I don't.
Hey, Jake, I need a root canal done soon. It's going to cost me $3,500 that I could do without spending. So if you're looking at helping anybody for some notoriety, give me $3,500 for my root canal coming up. I'll have a good root canal and a crown on you, buddy. I'll do it for you. You'll save me $3,500 I'm going to have to spend. I commend him for doing it. He doesn't owe anybody anything, but I agree with you. He likes to advertise it really well.
Yeah.
So he likes to advertise it really well when he does something nice. You can advertise it all you want. Hook a brother up over here. Hook us up with some of that big money from what's his energy drink?
Prime.
Give us a Prime sponsorship. We'll pedal that shit out for the right money. You ever drink that stuff? I don't drink energy drinks. Have you?
I read a bunch of bad chemicals that are in Prime. I will stay very fucking far away from that drink. I've had matter of fact, there's a company called Hensley that brought us some for free, and they brought us some Liquid Death, which I love that shit. So I drank that. We had cases upon cases of Prime that we gave out, and I wouldn't even try it, dude, even for free.
Bro, what do you like about that Liquid Death? You have told me about it, and I tried a bunch of the different flavors. Oh, it's so expensive. First off, yes. I'm just going to throw that out there.
It's expensive.
It's expensive as hell, and it just doesn't taste that good to me.
You didn't like it? Regular. Okay, fair enough.
But it's expensive as hell too, man.
It is expensive. The merch is cool.
When we were at the Creed concert last week, I couldn't get a regular bottle of water, so I got Liquid Death for my son because he wanted water. And then it cost me like $10 for a can of it for him at the concert. Crazy. He drank like 3 sips of it, and he goes, "Oh!" But people love it. I know you. How many do you drink a day?
Well, I used to drink it every day. I don't anymore. Like you said, it is expensive. Not that I don't have the money to pay for it or anything like that, but I definitely can't justify to do that every single day. So
spending $4 a can on that thing or whatever. Yeah. It adds up. No matter how much money we make.
It does, and it's delicious and everything like that. And I love it.
Loved it. Yeah. He tried it last night at the Goo Goo Dolls concert. He says that he loved it. So,
hey. How was the Goo Goo Dolls, man? That's pretty cool.
He sent me a couple videos, man. Goo Goo Dolls are my favorite band. I'm just going to say that right now. I was super fucking jealous, man.
All the classic bands from the 90s and stuff like that are coming back, to go see them in concert. I want to go see Creed. I know you just did, and I'm jealous of that. I want to go see Limp Bizkit. I think that'd be a fun one. There's a lot of good ones coming back.
You want to know the truth about the Creed concert, though?
Wasn't that good?
I hated it. I wasn't a fan.
We didn't like it?
We left early. Me and my kids did not go for Creed. It was my son's birthday last week. Happy birthday to my son. He turned 24.
Happy birthday.
And one of his presents, he loves Daughtry. Daughtry was supposed to open for him.
Daughtry's cool.
Mammoth was opening. So they had Mammoth and they had Daughtry that were going to open. And my daughter loves Daughtry too, so she really wanted to see Daughtry, and my son loves him, so I took him to go see mainly Daughtry. Creed was just kind of icing on the cake a little bit. So there was a little bit of weather, and it wasn't even that bad, man. And they ended up canceling the 2 openers, so we didn't get to see Daughtry, and we didn't get to see Mammoth play to open. Crowd was pissed about it. They started an hour and a half late for no reason. Creed came on, and after about 6 songs of Scott Stapp's whiny ass voice, I had enough, and my kids were like, "I'm not really that big of a Creed fan." I said, "Let's roll, man." They wanted to see something else, but
yeah,
it's all good. You get the white can, it's normal water. Goo Goo Dolls were amazing. Yep. Been having heaps of coffee from McDonald's. Hey, coffee's good for you. Fun. You're a coffee guy, right?
I drink coffee every morning, man.
Do you drink it black?
I do not drink it black. I did when I was in the military. I don't. I thought it was just a tough man thing, and I realize now it was just a tough man thing doing it that way. If you like black coffee, you're fucking lying. Nobody likes black coffee. They just drink it to say they fucking drink black coffee, so you're full of shit. I drink iced coffee now. I drink the girliest fucking mocha frappuccino, and that's okay.
But it tastes good, right?
Tastes fucking amazing. I don't go to Starbucks. I go to McDonald's.
My lady's been trying to get me off of the sugar, and I've been doing pretty good at it. I've had to kind of make some changes. So she tries to get me off of my coffee in the morning, and I just put a little bit of sugar and cream in it, not too much. But she's a big health nut, and so she got me to. She's like, instead of your coffee, try to have some green tea with ginger in the morning.
Green tea with ginger?
Green tea with ginger. So I've tried that shit for 2 days now, bro, and I can't choke through it anymore. So I'm sorry, honey. The green tea is the worst, and coffee's coming back tomorrow.
Jeez.
Green tea with ginger. Ugh. Awful. Who is this fucking guy, man? Do you like this luchador look here?
I don't. Do you?
No.
I think his costume looks like
BDSM. With BDSM.
That's what I was just gonna say, man. That's a good pickup. He looks like he's from BDSM.
Yeah, he seriously does. He looks like he's in Rewind's dungeon, getting ready to paddle one of the girls. Flog him. Yeah,
flog him.
Oh, my coworker is 65. He makes coffee every morning and uses 2 packs of coffee and drinks it like motor oil. Oof. I love the Creed song "What If" from the Scream film. All right. Puddle Mudd's a good band, actually, too, Lawrence. I'm a fan of Puddle Mudd. I was just listening to that earlier today, actually. My mom drinks black tea, which is interesting. I just can't do the tea. I like iced tea, but I can't do these hot teas.
I do unsweetened tea, man. I do unsweet tea. I don't do sweet tea.
Yeah, I don't. I like diet teas. I don't have to have lots of sugar in it. It's fine. I
try to stay away from that.
Yeah.
I know you're a big Coca-Cola guy, man.
I've been diminishing it a ton.
I'm surprised because the whole time I've known you, you've always been sucking down a liter of that shit when we fucking podcast.
I mean, I have one right here with me right now, but
this
is actually the first one that I've had today. If you would fathom to understand that, I had a little bit of. I've had some health issues through the years with my legs, and it made me so I can't move around and exercise the way I like to. So I had to make some changes with my blood pressure a little bit and my cholesterol. So I've had to cut back on my sugar, and it's done exponential wonders for me. My blood pressure is getting regulated down to normal now, thankfully. Hopefully my cholesterol will be lower.
You want to know what's been helping me with my cholesterol, man? I stole a trick from my boss at work.
What's that?
You take a spoonful of I just had it. Avocado oil.
Okay.
Every day, and it'll lower your cholesterol. I swear to God.
Okay.
I don't know what it does. I don't know what it does, man, but it does.
I feel like I'm doing good at it because I've cut down on my sugar intake the last month, and I made a promise to my beautiful fiance that I will give up drinking soda over the next few months, and I'm going to. So, not saying I'll never have one ever again, but I'm not going to purchase them in the house anymore. And I pretty much done it anyways, but I still need to improve a little bit on it. So,
right.
In the next 3 months, my goal is to not be drinking soda anymore.
Hell yeah, dude. I believe you can do it.
Well, look who's fucking here. Rabbi Moses. How was your FaceTime date, Rabbi Moses?
I bet your rewind pops in right after.
Avocado oil is amazing. It makes food taste better too. I love avocado stuff, so I'm gonna have to look that up. Avocado oil.
Yep.
My lady is the biggest house nut in the world, and she's
Is she?
amazing. Oh, dude, she hasn't had a soda in 17 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah, hasn't had a soda in
That's good.
17 years. The only thing that she drinks every day is water and healthy things for her. You know, she
All I
loves
drink
tea.
is water. Do you know what I had today that was like the nectar of the gods? And I wish I would have found this shit sooner. Cantaloupe water.
Cantaloupe. See, I could dig that.
Oh my God, John. When I say this was the best drink I've ever had, when I drank it, I was smiling when it touched my mouth.
Okay. Send me the brand of it. I'm going to have to order some of this.
I will. It was freaking amazing.
I love fruit and fruit stuff, so it's easy for me to like. I love fruit waters. I drink a watermelon water all the time from Bai, and
that shit's good.
And they're another one. They're like Liquid Death. They're like $3.50 a shot up here. And I'm like,
that stuff will make you gassy though, man.
Oh, bro, you ain't lying, man. I can't. I'm allergic. You know, the funny thing is, I'm allergic to watermelon.
Oh, are you? And you love it?
Yeah, I love it too, and I love to eat watermelon. But it just gives me the worst case of that you'll ever, like. Every time I have it, I regret it later, but it's worth it to me.
You know what's delicious is Rabbi Rewind brought this up. Rabbi brought this up. Is the cucumber Gatorades? Those are delicious.
Cucumber? I don't like cucumbers. Do you?
When I worked at the Gatorade factory, I would walk through in the mornings and they'd be making the batch of cucumber Gatorade. It smelled so amazing. It was so good.
Do you like cucumbers though?
I don't. That's the weird part.
Did you drink this cucumber water Gatorade thing?
I loved it. I loved it.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
You got to drink it ice cold though, man. You cannot drink it hot. You can't.
So every time I go overseas, like when you go to the street vendors, the street vendors always serve different types of juices. So I'll say this: I didn't know knowingly that it was in it and that they put it in it when they make it, but they made this one fruit juice for me that I got when I was there the last time, and it did have cucumber in it. It had cucumber. It had honey and it had ginger and a little bit of lemon to make kind of like a lemonade mixture to it. Fucking banging, I'll say that. So as much as I hate cucumbers, maybe I would give it a shot.
That's awesome.
So do they still make this cucumber Gatorade or whatever?
Yeah, they do. They do.
So Rabbi says cucumber water with lemon and mint is delicious.
Nice.
Coconut water is fantastic, Lawrence.
Coconut water is good. I try to stay away from Gatorade now because of how much sugar is in it. Yeah. I made it. If I have a Gatorade now, I dump out half of it and I put a bottle of water in to replace that amount and kind of to dilute it. But Gatorade's a great product. I worked for them for a few years, but I wouldn't advise it for health reasons, man. It's got a lot of garbage in it.
Yeah, I don't drink Gatorade much. I keep it in the house like in the summer for the kids if they're getting a little dehydrated out for some electrolytes and things like that. But I don't really drink it either. Yeah. It's I'll tell you, it really wasn't as hard as I thought it would be to get off the sugar. For the most part, I've cut it down and done it the intelligent way since I'm doing it little by little. It hasn't been that hard actually.
You haven't had the headaches or any of that stuff.
No, just because I've limited it. The first week I started a little over a month ago, and I said to myself, and I know this might sound like a lot to some people, but I said for me, this is next to nothing. I said, I'm going to go to 2 sodas a day, and that's all I'm going to have. And then I'm eventually, after about 6 or 7 weeks, maybe 2 months, I'm going to get down to 1. And then 1's going to turn after another month or so of that to none.
You're going to be mad at me, Johnny. I've started something, a bad habit.
Uh-oh, hit me. Oh, are you chewing?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, why?
Yeah, started the bad habit again, man. I don't know. I just had one, picked it back up, and I haven't been able to stop since.
I can't judge, man. We all have bad habits. It's all good.
That was a dirty habit I used to have. At least I do the pouches.
Are those spitless ones that I see?
Yep.
Okay. I used to be a chewer, so I can't say anything. Which honestly, it's a little bit of my mouth problems was from tobacco usage for years.
And I share those same things, so.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I wish I wouldn't have used tobacco products a lot through my through the years because it's finally catching up to me now in my 40s. Do
you still smoke at all, or?
No, I don't.
That's good.
No, I don't. It's been occasionally if I go out to a bar or something, and I'm hanging out with some friends and one's there, I'll have one occasionally. But no, I haven't for 4.5 years or 4 years or so.
Yeah.
So. On an occasion. I'm not, but I don't like it because I don't like the fucking smell of it, bro. It's disgusting.
Did Rabbi say smoke cigars? Are you guys even allowed to do that in your
Yeah, I didn't think it was
your
allowed.
religion? I didn't even think that was allowed. I thought it would stink up your yarmulke there, Rabbi.
Yeah, he's giving some hits here tonight. I don't know. Drop chewing and smoke cigars. I don't know. Cigars are pretty bad
Guaranteed
too.
it's rewind, baby.
A Powerade yesterday. I haven't had a Powerade in years. We're talking over this match that does absolutely nothing for me.
Yeah. It's okay. It's more entertaining to listen to this type of shit than it is watching this show.
This is when you know we're old when we're talking about fucking cucumber water on the show.
Right.
On our soda
Rabbi, who's your favorite wrestler? I'll go first. It's probably Taz.
he knocks Taz all the time on here.
Yeah, I think he knocks Taz a little too much.
Moderation, as long as people can do it in moderation. Moses is never revealing his identity.
Ric Flair, Rabbi.
Woo!
On our show, there has not been one person say Ric Flair's their favorite. I do not believe you, sir.
Hopefully, you're not acting like Flair and falling asleep in the bars and shitting yourself. Oh, nice move by Swerve there.
Did he do that recently? Did he shit himself?
Yeah. There was a Reddit post from the bar owners in Tampa. You know, Reddit has things for everything. So there was a Tampa. Yeah. There was a picture or something that was floating around the internet of him shitting himself. And then there was a thread from all the bar owners on this Reddit in Tampa where he lives that they would all talk about how he'd come in there and shit himself.
How embarrassing.
Bro, can you believe like that's his legacy, that's what it's become, falling asleep on the fucking floors of the bars, shitting yourself?
We got to do an episode, just a topical show on that alone, the rise and fall of the Nature Boy. I think it would be a good show.
Why don't we do that next week?
I think it'd be a great topic. You know, Ric Flair is an anomaly in a lot of ways because his body looked like shit and he became one of the biggest wrestlers of all time, biggest names in the business. But
there's next week's topic right there.
To see his fall from grace is just, it's a shame, man. It really is.
You want to do that next week?
I'm down, dude. I'm down.
That'd be a fun show, actually.
Rise and fall of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
The man that had it all to where he's at right now.
The man that had it all. Yeah.
Yep. The man that had it all.
He was the man until he wasn't.
Yep. Isn't it amazing how that works in life when you do shitty stuff? How it always
you step in your own fucking way.
Is that a dressed up shark in the bottom?
That's what it looks like.
Okay, because it's Shark Week apparently.
You know, I'll be honest with you, man. I've stepped in my own way a lot of times in life, so I can't really judge the guy. But I will say that it's pretty damn sad to see somebody who's spoken of as one of the greatest of all time in wrestling and be in such a poor place in life. You know, it's just crazy.
Here we go, Rabbi. There's your topic next week, all for you.
That's exactly what Rewind would say, except Taz would be placed in the spot of Rick.
Pretty sure you're Rewind fella. Lance Archer?
Lance Archer, really?
That's Lance Archer right there. Looks like. I had him on the show. He was
Murder Hawk.
Yeah. We had him on the show. What's that?
Did you like Murder Hawk?
When I had him on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a nice guy. He was a nice guy. Very nice. I didn't really know much about him at the time, to be honest with you. And I'd followed his career a little bit, but I became a fan of him through there. He was a super cool dude too. So
that's cool.
I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago. Had him on, something like that, a long time ago. Dude, Swerve's back is jacked up, man. What happened to all it? Is that from all the shots he's taken? Is that Okada?
I think so. Yep, that's Okada.
You love Okada, don't you?
Okada is an incredible wrestler, man. He really is. Him and Kenny Omega and Tanahashi and Kenny Omega, when those two, they just have a great chemistry. They put on a great show.
Hogan isn't much better than Flair these days. Horrible seeing the messes they've both become.
Is Hogan even alive at this point? Like, what the fuck is going on with Hulk Hogan?
His wife had said that the stuff that Bubba had said was not true, but he has been in and out of the hospital a lot because he had another surgery on his neck, a very serious surgery on the discs on his neck. or back or one or the other, and he was in the hospital for a good period of time. But the stuff Bubba the Love Sponge was saying was garbage, basically. Who knows what's true though? Hogan hasn't publicly spoken in like a month or so. I think there's definitely something to it. I don't think it's as bad as Bubba the Love Sponge just made it out to be, but it's probably pretty serious.
Yeah.
Okada sounds like a vegetable. Why have they not jumped the gun on Okada and given him the belt yet?
I don't know. I'm surprised because those New Japan darlings that they bring over, they treat like gods. So
who's the bald guy? Is that Josh Alexander with them?
Yeah, it is. It is
Okay.
Josh Alexander.
Why is he paired up with Okada? Wasn't he supposed to be
kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, wasn't he supposed to be some big free agent signing for them on his own?
He was supposed to be like the next Kurt Angle, and he's not. He's definitely not.
Would they call him the walking weapon or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. And Ricochet has done jack shit over there too.
A lot of people have said that he's doing his best work. I think he's doing his cringiest shit ever.
I think his ring gear is horrible. I think that, I don't know. Ricochet, I thought he was actually going to come over and do something incredible for them, and he's just not.
He looks like such a douchebag in real life, too.
What the fuck is this? The Usos on steroids?
Seriously. It's for anybody that's knocking the WWE here, this is like seriously like a ripoff of the Usos right here.
It is. That's like Seth Rollins in the middle with the Usos as his fucking tag team partners.
Yeah.
That is legit. They legit are ripping off the Seth Rollins deal right now with this.
The guy on the right looks like a poor man's Jacob Fatu.
He does. And that's Roman Reigns on the left.
Like Tama Tonga.
Yeah. They're stealing. This is gimmick infringement.
Gates of Destiny. Is that what they're calling it, Jeremy? I guess. Jesus.
Jeez.
AEW cures insomnia.
They even stole New Japan's Gorillas of Destiny, if that's their real name.
Why do you let Ricochet have a mic? He's fucking terrible.
He is pretty bad. But he's an incredible athlete.
He's an incredible athlete, and he's an incredible performer, but he just seems like a cringy human being, too.
He needs a mouthpiece.
He definitely needs a mouthpiece. They definitely could use one. Don't give that guy the mic.
He was another one that fucking killed it in Lucha Underground, man. But the second they gave him, it was like when that Prince Puma mask came off, it was just the shits.
To me, Ricochet is the guy that's just a good worker, and other than that, I just don't see it with him as a character in any type of way.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Maybe some people like him. I have no idea. If that's what you like, if that's what you are into, then by all means, go right ahead. I just don't see it.
Right.
His wife has a naughty music video. Okay, interesting.
That's all right.
Interesting. Like, what's naughty about this? Is she doing like
I won't ask how you found that, but okay. You've been going on Rewind's websites or what?
Oh, gosh. I have never seen a music video with his wife. Who's his wife? The ring announcer girl, right? Samantha.
Oh, yeah, Samantha, whatever the fuck her name was.
Samantha
Urban.
Urban. Yeah, Samantha Urban.
I thought she was talented. The new one they have now in WWE is the shits.
Oh, I can't. She over dramatizes every single thing that she says. It's awful.
Yeah.
And she looks just scary too with her hairdo all the time and the way she does it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
She got a great voice, but she overdoes everything.
Lawrence, they did that in New Japan, man. And I think that's the mistake that AEW is making is they're replicating too many things from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and they're trying to throw it at the wall. The problem is the reason why New Japan has never made it in the States is it never transitioned over to the American market. It never caught wind. And that's unfortunate because they're very talented. They put on a great show. It's just not an American thing. It's different culture, I think AEW should sign Shinsuke Nakamura. I think that would be an incredible signing for them.
She was on WWE recently, Rabbi.
Saturday Night's Main Event.
Yeah, I think she's not like a full-time part, but she's filling in a lot more now. So
last I saw, too. She hasn't aged a bit.
Oh, Lillian looks great. So She always does.
Did Trish Stratus officially retire?
No.
Okay.
No. It was on Facebook Reel. She's doing dirty dances on the chair. She was a beautiful woman from what I remember. The Samantha Irwin or Irvin.
Samantha Irwin, yeah.
Yeah. She was very pretty. Lillian looks phenomenal too, like you mentioned as well. And Lillian's like close to 60 or something, right?
I think so. Well, let's find out. Lillian Garcia's age.
She's got a great voice, Lillian Garcia, too.
Yeah. She always has.
Yeah. She's always been a team player.
She is 58 years old. My God, she is.
We could all hope to look that good at 58, right?
Absolutely. Sting is 66. Yeah, I think Sting's look with the white beard and stuff if there's any time to bring Sting back as a manager, now would be it. He looks so fucking cool with that white goatee and shit.
I didn't like it at first, and then I saw a picture of him like last week sometime with it, and it looks really cool now that
think of it like this, okay? He's like Luke Skywalker when Luke's old kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
If they did a gimmick like that,
good analogy.
Dude, that would be sick. That would be so cool. I would love to see somebody like that.
Good analogy. I like that.
I don't want him to pair him with fucking Darby Allin. I think that's cool what they did. But I want to see him with somebody completely new, be a manager, and come out with that style of gimmick.
I don't think you're ever going to see him again, though, like on an active basis.
With his son, maybe.
I don't think they're going to do anything in wrestling.
You don't think so? His son's training right now.
I don't think they have the look.
Like the size?
Yeah, I don't think they have the size or that aura to them.
Well, I know it's the son, not the son that dressed up in the Red Sting costume. It was the other one, the American Bash one.
I still just don't see it.
He was pretty buff.
He was. I'm not saying he was in bad shape in any way.
Oh, okay.
He just doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't draw me into him. Like a wrestler's got to have a good look, to be drawn into them in some way.
Yeah.
Like I see a younger version of Sting. That's all I see.
Yeah.
And there's only one Sting.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't want them to do a Sting character for his son. I'm not saying that. I would definitely want him to be different, but I would want Sting to be like a mentor.
Rance knows all the ins and outs here. A lot of sexy photo shoots where she is naked but covers her privates. We did not cover the Buff Bagwell news yet, Rabbi, but yes, Buff Bagwell had his leg amputated, man. Terrible to see.
I will say this. Buff Bagwell is becoming more of a hero of mine every day. Seriously. When I watched the video of him talking to Maven when he came and visited him, that guy is facing so much adversity with his leg and stuff like that. And to have that positive of a spirit, still say that he's going to remain sober and do things the right way. He admits the wrongdoings of his past and stuff like that with substance abuse and all of that, man. To have a positive attitude after losing your, could you imagine waking up and not having a leg after being buffed this stuff, Bagwell? No. What that would do to your ego? What would that mean? Good Lord. And to see him be the way he's becoming a hero of mine every day, dude. Straight up. That's just my opinion. But Buff Bagwell is he may have had his faults, man. He may have been a piece of shit to a lot of people. But Buff Bagwell I think he's turning a new leaf, dude. I really do.
He's sure trying to do his best. I'll say that.
Yeah.
It's terrible to see what he's going through, man. Listen, people make mistakes. We all do. Sometimes a lot of us make a lot more than others at certain points, but he's really trying to atone for the things that he's done now and do a good job. And he seems to be in a really good place. And I hope he stays that way because what an awful thing to wake up, like you said, one day and you're buffed at stuff and you were at the top of the world. And now, boom, you don't have your leg anymore. And he's got a great attitude for it. So power to Buff Bagwell, all the power to him. And hopefully he overcomes this fast. I'm sure he will. So Samantha the Bomb Shorty wanna on YouTube. All right, fair enough. I heard the new Superman film was very good, Lorance. One of my best friends saw it last night. Said it was awesome. Everybody says it's really good. I can't get into Mark Briscoe. Can you?
No, I never liked the Briscoes. I've never seen an upside to them. I think that they're I rest in peace to the one, but I've never seen an upside to him in wrestling.
I just don't like. I just don't like their. I've never liked anything about them.
No,
I don't hate them.
Trash to me. I'll be honest with you. It reminds me of Nick Gage a lot.
Yeah, and it's like they glorify it with them a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Just not my thing.
No, not mine either.
Do you think WWE ever had interest in them as a tag team?
The Briscoes?
Yeah.
The only way they would ever make it in the WWE is because of who Gerald Briscoe was. Other than that, they never.
They're not related to them.
They're not related?
No.
Why did they? Why did? Are you sure? Because they wore the Briscoe T-shirts of his.
No, they're not related.
You got to be kidding me! I always thought that they were.
No, I don't think they are at all.
I gotta look this up.
They're farmers from Delaware.
I gotta look this up.
Yeah, they're farmers from Delaware, if I remember correctly. I think he still owns a farm, actually. It was always kind of like playing out that kind of redneck gimmick is what they would do.
Huh.
Yeah, Rabbi says that they're not related.
Okay, so they just were playing a gimmick that they were at one point. Okay, got it.
Rabbi says Buff is your hero even after his appearance on Gigolos. Hey, he got paid to do his thing, man. Let Buff
again, man. People make their mistakes, and Rabbi, anybody out there, I get you're a gimmick, and that's cool, and I think you're funny, but I think Buff is really trying to be a different person, man. I really do. Yeah. I do. I think he's trying to be a better individual. And who could root against somebody like that if they're trying to do that,
Amen. Nia Jax and Tiffany did a dance video in the Mets jersey. John was highly disappointed that the Golden Goose Natty wasn't in the video. My team did not bring her in, okay?
Yeah.
They would not be bringing Natty in. Nobody was wanting to put her in. If you think the crowd goes mild for some of the people that come out on AEW, man, come out and see when Natty comes out at a Mets game.
Yep.
The Briscoes versus the SAT, the Maximos back in the day. All right.
Huh. I'll have to go check that out. Never seen anything good with them so far.
A lot of people love the Briscoes, so hey, I get, why people like that. Like
hey, a lot of people loved Walter and Gunther and all that, and I fucking hated his character at first too, but he's my favorite thing in wrestling right now. Mm-hmm. So I think MJF and Gunther would be fucking cool if MJF was prime MJF.
We were talking about it earlier, but I still would have liked to have seen him in the WWE. See what he could do. Seeing if he could swim with the sharks, so to speak.
Yep.
Is he always bringing up his dead brother now?
Ouch.
Do you like that shit when they do that type of stuff with deaths? And they bring it up.
It's hard because in a way it's like paying homage to him, still involving him in the business, and that's cool and everything. But some of the stuff, man, saying Eddie Guerrero was in hell, that was a hard one for me when Randy Orton did it. There's been some times where I'm like, I could have done without that,
It works for some people that they can get away with it, and there's others that couldn't.
Yeah,
Christian can get away with it.
Christian can get away with it, yeah.
I think MJF can get away with it for the most part.
I think Dominic Mysterio is one that can get away with it.
Yeah. Because that's their character. They draw that heel heat. That's what it's for them. I still, though, like as a performer, I would be a little nervous getting out there. And even if I've talked it over with the guy in the back, and I'm like, man, I'm going to talk about your dead brother tonight. You go
is that okay? Like, could you imagine if somebody did that to Owen Hart with Brett,
Yeah. I know my sister's dead. If somebody brought up my dead sister to me and tried to make it as a joke or be insulting about it, what do you think I would do? I'd snap their.
It would invoke some emotion. I'll tell you that. Yeah. I'll tell you that. That wouldn't be a John Wayne.
It'd be hard, man. Like, so I give these guys credit, like Briscoe did, to be able to take this even in a storyline perspective because it's a sensitive topic, man. So
sure. Who the fuck is this?
Moxley or Claudio? Claudio
Castagnoli. What is that? The Switzerland.
Swiss Cross, yeah. Look at these dorks in the crowd.
Jesus.
Look at this fucking guy in the hat. The phone.
Oh. Claudio Castagnoli.
His AEW record is 96-39-5.
Man.
This music for him is awful.
It is.
When you see this, he's in great shape. When you see him coming out like this with that jacket, with this music, with that outfit he's got on, and if you didn't know him, what do you think they're trying to portray for this gimmick with him?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, that's the thing is, what is this character trying to show you about him?
I couldn't fucking tell you.
Yeah.
You know?
What is
I think he's always been that way, though. Even as Cesaro, he was that way.
And that's why he's never got over to the highest level.
He's never gotten over.
Yeah.
He has never had charisma. There's always been something missing with him. Great shape, great athlete, great worker, all the fucking things to be successful. He's just missing something, and I don't know what it is.
There's nothing there when he comes out.
It's fucking purpose.
Yeah. He comes out in the most plain Jane looking outfit in the world.
Dude,
awful music. He's got a big. The only reason we know what that cross has to do with Switzerland is because we've seen the character before with him.
Right.
But if you just turn that on, you're really not going to know shit about this guy.
You're not going to know shit about him.
What do you see when you see Briscoe come out right off the bat?
Same thing. You know who he reminds me of? Fucking Cesaro. Who? That fucking Tommy Invincible guy that's on everybody's fucking that everybody talks about in the indies. Do you know who I'm talking about? That's who he looks like.
That is the worst ring outfit he's got on ever right now.
It is.
The black spandex with the pure white boots, and he is just as vanilla as possible right now.
It makes zero sense.
Zero. And Briscoe comes out here, and he
comes out with like a button-up fucking shirt with the Swiss flag on it.
Yeah, and Briscoe comes out missing his teeth, in a mohawk, crazy, ugly tattoos.
Dem boys on the back.
The boys on the back. I mean, this is your main event of a show, and this is what you're selling.
You're the number 2 in the wrestling business, and you literally are the shits. Like, the show is called "Is It That Bad?" This is that bad.
It's really
we've talked about coconut water more than we have the fucking in-ring work that they've had on the TV.
Dom does get away with it because Eddie was his Bobby, that's for sure.
Yeah, Rewind, you're absolutely right.
Yep. I have not seen this footage, Lawrence.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what, Lawrence. She was the most, and I'm sorry if there's fans in here of her. She is the most disgusting. You want to talk about my Natty Neidhart? Nia fucking Jax is my Natty Neidhart. She's the most foul, disgusting person that is a celebrity or a wrestler that I've ever met in fucking real life. She is horrible. She had Cheeto dust fingers and burped as loud as she could when she was signing autographs at the Royal fucking Rumble out here. Disgusting.
Oh, God. You love her.
I hate her.
Bro, let's watch Collision this week. The main event is Athena versus Alex Windsor.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, man? Lawrence, I can't. I see the thing because they're both bald, but he's no Jason Statham to me. I just can't, man. Tony Schiavone on commentary has to fucking go too.
You don't
Do you like Schiavone on commentary anymore?
I fucking love Schiavone, man. No matter what, him
He's
and
a grumpy old
JR.
bitch now. I used to love him.
I don't care how bad they get. Like, they have won me over so much that they deserve a pass.
I don't want to see Schiavone on commentary anymore. It just doesn't do it for me.
Man, that sucks to hear.
Yeah, I used to love him too.
Would you rather have
grumpy old bitch through the years?
Would you rather have Tope Suicida on there?
Or Tony? I'll take Tony over Tope Suicida.
What about Taz? You like Taz's commentary still?
He's okay. He's
Mark
not
Henry's
bad.
Commentary, you like it?
I'll say this with Tony is Tony's still got decent commentary, but I'm just not into him anymore. Through the years, I've just lost a lot of interest in him, and I feel that he panders a lot to AEW just because of his paycheck that he gets from them.
Sure.
Maybe that's from listening to his podcast through the years too much. And I used to love Tony.
Last week, what happened? JR's what?
JR's bones now. I haven't seen him, no.
JR's bones now?
He's skinny.
Oh.
Because he had cancer, right?
He does. Yeah, was
Yeah.
he going?
Nia's
Dude,
Richie's girl,
she was
man.
not fucking ladylike at all. Like,
Richie
dude.
wants to lick that Cheeto dust off her fingers.
Oh my god. Like, if there was a way to have a charity match with us versus them in a tag team, dude,
versus Natty and
I'm telling
Nia.
you. Oh my god, it would be a fucking massacre.
We're both gimps.
Yeah, and we would still whoop their candy asses.
We're not losing.
Match.
We're not losing.
No,
I'm slapping the fucking sharpshooter on Natty.
I'm not condoning beating women's ass or anything like that. Those two
doing this in an entertainment fashion for wrestling.
Yeah.
If we're doing an intergender match against them, Nia,
I challenge you guys. Hey man, if you ever have a meet and greet with Nia Jax in the area, go and prove me wrong. Tell me she doesn't do it because she fucking does, and it's disgusting. Go watch her TikTok. She does it all the time. It's fucking foul, dude. She is a foul human being.
I'll have to go back and look at some of the pictures, Jeremy. I didn't get a chance to check him out or anything, man. I'm sure he's not doing too good. I mean, I hope he quit smoking, man, because I used to watch his show on YouTube a lot. That fucking guy chain smokes like it's going out of style, man. Like with cigarettes, he's like
a cowboy, man.
Bro, he cowboy just through and through. Those cowboy killers down, man, over and over again. And
ain't no doubt about that. He likes.
And he's had cancer so many times, so it's like, dude, come on, man, you got to give it up. Would you take a stink face from Nia, Richie?
Rabbi, I would whoop your candy ass, dude, for that. That is so gross. So gross. She took a stink face from freaking Rhea Ripley and who's the what was that Asuka, or who's the other one?
I'll take one from Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, she took one from Rhea, and then I think it was Asuka. I can't remember. Or no, it was Io Sky.
Io's a beautiful woman too.
Yeah, she is.
Bro, is it really that bad, this show?
It's that bad, dude. It's that bad. I mean, we'll continue the series and try. I mean, you know,
I'm not going to continue on with AEW Dynamite.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad to see because AEW was promising in the beginning, but I'll tell you what, if they're in business,
it's too hard to do this time for us, anyways, because of work.
If they're in business another 2 years,
they're going to be.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely.
I'll pull the fat slob fucking Francois, dude, and I'll say it right now. If they're in for 2 fucking years in business, that's a wrap, dude.
I think they will be. I do.
How do people watch this on a weekly basis and go, that's good shit? That's scary to me. If there's wrestling fans out there watching this and going, that's a great show, then we have failed as wrestling fans. Like, I would rather go to the bush leagues out here and watch the wrestling out here than watch this shit.
What a face from Natty. Natty's a beautiful woman in her own way. I don't have any problem with Natty's looks or attraction to her. She's a pretty woman.
Rewind. Would you flog fucking Natty or?
Yeah. What are you doing? Who you taking? Rewind. Nia or Natty?
Natty or Nia?
I don't think Natty's an unattractive woman in any way. Do you?
She's not.
She's not my jam, but you know.
I've never been a blonde-haired. You know, it's never been my thing.
I don't date white women, as you know. So you know.
I love white women.
I love them too. They're beautiful, but I don't date white women. It's not my. I like Asian women. That's my thing. As obvious as possible. You know, I like Asian women. That's my.
Dude, we knew it. Rabbi is Rewind. That is it,
bro. He's giving this shit up today.
That's Rewind, bro. That's him. That's him, bro.
He's giving it up today. He's letting everybody know.
I did not know Rewind was Jewish. That is crazy.
Rewind.
It's crazy.
He's giving himself up tonight. He's being blatant about it.
I didn't know that you and Adam Sandler had so much in common. Rewind.
Wrestle Dream on sale October 18th in St. Louis. Are you going to go to Wrestle Dream?
I'm not going to Wrestle Dream, but I will tell you guys, the people that are in here now, I'm getting to meet a couple wrestlers here real soon. It's going to be cool. Carlito, Rikishi, Kurt Angle. Who was the other one? Carlito, Rikishi, Kurt Angle, and damn, who was it?
Darby's in the crowd here.
Hold on 1 second. Carlito, Rikishi, Kurt Angle, and Jake the Snake Roberts. How the fuck did I forget that?
Kurt's great when you meet him. You'll like Kurt.
Yeah. You've met Kurt?
Yeah. I met him in Iraq.
I am so pumped
He's a
to
cool
fucking see Jake Roberts again. Met Jake once. It's gonna
How
be
was
cool
Jake
to
when
see
you
him.
met him?
He was drunk.
Yeah.
So
Most people
it's
say
gonna
that
be real.
Jake's either a grumpy prick or you get him on a decent day.
He was a grumpy prick, but to see him now sober is gonna be fucking badass, dude. That's gonna be real cool. I'm
He's
excited.
back with his ex-wife Cheryl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've been back together for years. She travels around with him and stuff. So good for him.
That's super cool.
I know he's had a lot of health issues. So they had Darby in the crowd, and he just kind of walked away. So is Darby coming to fight all the Death Riders? Is that what it's going to be?
Yeah, pretty much.
You a Darby Allin fan? You like him?
I am, man. I love Darby Allin. I think his vignettes are some of the coolest shit in wrestling. I think he's a very reckless wrestler. I think he hurts a lot of people, and I think his finishing move is not a smart one at all. But I do like Darby Allin. I do. I hope he changes some things up so he actually prolongs his career.
He's not going to.
He's not going to.
Ever. All right, Briscoe's going.
He's like the new. I hate fucking saying this because I feel like it's disrespectful in a way, but he's like the birth child of Terry Funk and Mick Foley put together.
Just with his crazy stuff and shit that he does.
Yeah, you put Vampiro, Sting, Terry Funk, and Mick Foley together, and you got Darby Allin.
He might be more crazy than all of them in his own way.
Yeah.
I mean, the motherfucker climbed Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Okay? You got to be a nut to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
God bless him, man. He's a hardcore guy. All right. Briscoe, nice elbow drop off the top. He doesn't get the pin, though. What do you think about Excalibur's commentary tonight?
Horrible.
Oh.
That fuck could never win me over in any scenario. What about you?
No. He's annoying as hell to me. When I see, no offense to any of these guys, but it's just an observation from me. When I see Shivani, Taz, and Excalibur on commentary, it does absolutely nothing for me.
Yeah.
It's such a weird mixture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Look at how Shivani sits out on like to the side of that table. It's kind of weird when you can see it in the camera.
Yeah.
Very not conventional. You see him over there with his white shoes?
You really don't like Shivani anymore.
He's an ass, man. Like I listened to his show forever, and he just turned into such a dick. He just got so grumpy,
Yeah.
Just not a fan anymore, and I used to be a big fan. I hope he does make it to 40, but Rabbi, but the way he's going, it's gonna be tough. He's gonna be swimming with sharks tomorrow on Discovery.
Who's that?
Darby.
How old is he?
He's in his late 20s. What up, Jason? Happy birthday, my man. Jason's birthday's today.
Happy B-Day, man.
Dude. He's not a day over 25, Richie. Happy birthday, Mr. Jason.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Darby really hasn't been in the ring much either over the last couple of years for the most part. I think he's battled injuries, and they bring him back and bring him, off TV, and then he's doing something crazy and some stunt. Like, you'd want to see that guy if they're really going to strap the rocket to him, to really see them do something with him,
Yeah, for sure.
Consistently. Are you invested in climbing Mount Everest, or are you invested in, getting to become the biggest star as a pro wrestler?
I say AEW eventually puts the belt on him because he's one of those homegrown talents from them. So.
Yeah, it's coming. No doubt about it.
I couldn't believe what Kip Sabian looked like. Have they done anything with God? Who was the Hollywood Blondes?
Pillman's gone. He's in WWE.
Pillman Jr.?
Yeah, he's been in WWE for a long time in NXT in this awful gimmick called Lexus King.
Didn't know that.
Look him up later when you see this awful shit that they do. All right, so here comes the rest of the Death Riders now with Moxley. Look at this Yuta clown coming out with him. What about Wheeler Yuta would scare anybody?
Nothing.
Yeah. Marina Shafir is terrible. And Moxley sounds like he's drunk. Look at this doofus. Okay, here comes Hangman.
Oh,
did he borrow your jacket, bro?
What the hell?
Did Hangman borrow your jacket, man?
What the hell is he wearing?
I have no idea, bro.
Hangman does not look cool anymore, man. He used to look a lot better.
Oh, he was in the opening match against Yuta tonight.
John Moxley's aged a little bit, hasn't he?
Just a pinch, huh? Didn't they just
Adam Page sounds like a drunk.
Yeah. Dude, his promo is terrible.
Shit.
So I will do it to you again and again.
Was he fucking getting his inner Ultimate Warrior out?
Seriously, bro. Wow. Not a good
good
promo skill that I'm seeing here.
No. That's your champion? Yeah, that didn't excite me at all. You could have flicked my nipple and I probably would have got more excitement than that fucking match.
Pick me up for a second.
You could have flicked my nipple and I would have got more excited than what that match announcement was.
My excitement is knowing that this is off the air in about 3 minutes here.
Yeah. Referee banned from ringside. Oh boy. So John Moxley's going to get color in the first 2 seconds of the match.
Yeah. Look at the staples in his head. Watching the Hangman and Yuta match when I was waiting for you earlier, I told you Yuta, the match was 7 minutes long, and Yuta got color in the first match and was bleeding all over the place right off the bat in the first match of the night.
Who's the chick?
Marina Shafir.
Okay.
Yeah, she's terrible. She was Ronda Rousey's friend, and WWE gave her a job for a while.
Oh, that's her? Okay.
Yeah, she's one of those ones that got a job, and she's been paired with them, with Moxley. And okay, AEW World Championship. Everyone is banned from ringside. Live next week. Are you going to be there watching it?
Whoopee. No. Good God. This is terrible. Who the fuck is that guy?
Wheeler Yuta.
Okay.
He got a boo-boo earlier on his head. That's why he was bleeding all over in the first match.
This is terrible, dude. This is that
What a
terrible.
stipulation. Everybody's banned from ringside.
I mean, I hope you guys like AEW because, I want them to thrive as a company, but is that Justin Roberts?
Yeah, it's Justin Roberts. He's been there since, I think, pretty much the beginning for them.
Yeah.
What's great about this arena? People are just standing up in the back near the hot dog stand. It's like a fucking indie show.
Right? It reminds me of the ECW arena a little bit.
All right. Thank God this is over. Jesus.
Yeah,
thank you.
Sorry, guys. That was terrible. Is it really that bad? This is the shortest lived segment on our show, I think.
I mean, we never just go an hour and 34 minutes. We always have much more to go with, but watching them, I mean, I can see it. There's no storylines, bro. The storylines are just terrible.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, Joey, I'm telling you, dude, it smelled horrible. This show was horrible. I just, man.
Ain't no Barry Windham, Lawrence, in my book, man.
I ain't got much to say about it. I mean, it's definitely a fail in my book. I think AEW is horrible. Dude, I won't be watching AEW Dynamite anytime soon.
I'm not saying we won't catch and talk clips here because we do all the time, but but I couldn't sit through that again, bro. Taz uses a booster seat and a voiceover during commentary.
Rewind. We know it's you, man. You love Taz. Come on.
Excalibur is annoying like the Oklahoma character from WCW. Now Lawrence thinks he's probably AEW's best commentator.
Lawrence, I don't know what you're smoking, brother, out there in Australia, but love you, man.
How was it live, Joey? What did you think of it live? You went to it live recently, didn't you?
Who, me?
Yeah, I thought you were going to take your daughter or something.
No, I didn't end up going. I couldn't muster up the excitement to even go, dude. I thought about it and was like, ah, shit, yeah, we'll go and check it out. No, I can't. And I'm glad I didn't. Now watching this show, I'm really glad I didn't waste my money.
And they do like these like 4 or 5 hour long tapings when they do this shit too, because they're taping, I think often they tape Collision afterwards or something.
I'm sure it's an incredibly like intimate experience because the arena is so empty and stuff like that. Like it's not like WWE where you feel so small. So I'm sure I'm sure it's a cool feeling when you're there live. A lot of people say that they put on a good show when you're live, but when you watch that on TV, man, their storylines are just the drizzling shits. It's horrible.
Yeah, Joey said thumbs down when he went. Is it because we're too old school wrestling fans to enjoy this type of product, or is it because the product is just that fucking bad?
The product's that bad. Like I said, I will die on this hill. When AEW didn't negotiate with Cody Rhodes a new deal, they lost their guy that had the whole entire vision for that company. Okay? It's that simple.
What do you think was the reason? They've never given the reason why he left. What do you think is the reason he left?
I'll tell you that from the get-go, I knew it was going to be a sour relationship because Cody Rhodes put himself in a booking corner. It was a stupid idea. When he did that first gimmick of, if I lose this match, I never get an AEW title shot ever. And then they put the TNT belt on him and stuff like that. And they tried to make it like it was this huge deal that he was TNT champion and this and that. Cody Rhodes is a huge megastar. He should have been the face of AEW. He should have been the champion. When they did that, that was a bad idea. I think that was part of it. Booking, I don't think he was happy. I think he wanted to be the top guy. Obviously, you look at WWE, that was the first fucking thing they did. So I think that was a big part of it. I think another big part of it was, the creative was being hijacked by Tony Khan. And Cody Rhodes, it was Cody Rhodes' baby. Tony Khan was supposed to be the funding.
The money.
Cody Rhodes and the Bucks and Omega were supposed to be the vision. And Tony Khan took the creative away from Cody Rhodes. I think it was money, I think it was booking, and I think it was creative. All of the above.
Thank God I went when they were at its peak. It's horrible now. Cody left because of the money. Their fans are unbearable and they annoyed me. What did I say earlier? Like with the fans, I said the same thing earlier, Joey, that they were one of the reasons that kind of drove me away.
They're worse than the NXT crowds. The Fight Forever chants.
NXT has great matches over there, but I can't sit through that shit because their fucking crowd is obnoxious for the most part.
They hijack the whole show, and it's obnoxious. I'm
going to go with Jeremy. I don't think it's a money factor. I think there was a lot of dissension probably between them all, and I think Tony overstepped a lot, and Cody thought he was going to be more of the guiding force behind there. He was going to be.
I thought he was going to be Eric Bischoff, basically.
Yeah, leading the charge, bringing the talent in, being a big part of the show.
He was doing a great job. Cody Rhodes was doing a phenomenal
It was very entertaining in the beginning for the most part. They had their moments when they were learning, but Dynamite was a good show to watch in the beginning.
Le Champion with Jericho. Jericho was firing on all fucking cylinders.
The Inner Circle was awesome, weren't they?
It was the hottest wrestling shirt, the fucking a little bit of the bubbly. The vignettes were amazing. They were building homegrown talent. They were doing everything right. And then that fateful day when Cody Rhodes said, "Peace the fuck out," that was it, man. AEW went in the shitter.
Man, football has never worked out for him. Look at the Jacksonville Jaguars in his soccer team.
I was going to say, when's the Jacksonville Jaguars ever
they're
been
one of the
top?
they're one of the shittiest franchises in professional football and then soccer. He's made a joke. They want to kill him over there in Manchester. I think it's Manchester he owns or something.
Yeah.
Or Liverpool or something like that.
Liverpool, I think.
Yeah, I don't know I don't do soccer. But it was Liverpool, and the fans fucking hate him over there because the franchise has become just the worst. So
Jacksonville has never been good. Who did they have ever? I mean,
Mark Brunell was like their big star. And then they had Byron Leftwich, I remember at one point.
Byron Leftwich. That was it. They've never had anybody else.
They got the ginger kid now as the quarterback. What's his name? Trevor Lawrence. He sucks.
Yeah.
They just drafted that kid from Colorado, Hunter, the two-way star.
I'm surprised Baker Mayfield never made his way over there.
Hey, Baker's doing good for himself in Tampa right now.
Yeah, he is.
He left. Dude, Cleveland Browns are the most shit franchise in fucking football history, even worse than the Jaguars. Did you see what they did today, Richie?
No, I didn't.
So they unveiled they're doing this like thing with their helmet. So they got this gigantic Cleveland Browns helmet that they unveiled that they're floating on the boat or near the river or something like that. It's like right on the river there. And they're unveiling it right off the river. This is totally Cleveland Browns, how shit of a franchise they are. So they're doing the unveiling of this gigantic Cleveland Browns helmet.
It's
And
a
the fucking
gigantic orange fucking helmet.
yeah, it's all it is, first off. But the guy that's doing it, one of the guys that's helping pull this thing off, falls in the fucking lake.
Dude.
I'll send it to you later. It's just a
man.
Cleveland Browns thing. This fucking guy's unveiling this new big moment to start the season before camp breaks, and he falls in the fucking lake.
Dude, they remind me of the Mud Dogs from fucking Waterboy, man.
Yes.
Like they're just the shit fucking football team. And you know what? They got a shit fucking wrestler that roots for him being the Miz. So it's all right.
God.
I know you like the Miz, but
I do, but I can understand why people don't too.
yeah.
Dude, Booker is the worst on commentary. That shuggy duggy quack quack.
Oh my god, Booker T, man. What do you think of Booker T? Do you think? I mean, have you ever been a huge Booker
He's a
T
clown,
fan?
dude. He's
It's
a
part of
clown.
the delegation that Mark
He
Henry
probably
talked about.
is. He's, you know, I respect Booker's accomplishments. Harlem Heat was a great tag team and all that shit. He panders. He's like anybody else. He panders to whoever pays him.
You don't miss GI Bro or fucking.
No, I don't miss GI Bro. I was never this guy that thought he was like some big mainstream, attraction or anything like that. He was funny when he did certain things. King Booker was funny.
Yeah,
You know?
that was probably the best shit that he did was King.
Yeah, it was
Booker,
fun.
right?
I mean, I understand he was a great worker, but he was never some guy that. Other than that, I was like, eh.
There
Yeah,
was some funny shit that he did, like when The Rock was part of Hollywood, and then they did that skit where he was trying to fucking read the lines and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
Booker T is funny. Would I ever consider him on the level of? I don't think I've ever heard anybody ever say Booker T's on their Mount Rushmore of wrestling.
No, and it's no
Never
disrespect.
ever. And I don't think anyone's ever said that Booker T is their favorite wrestler. That
I mean, I don't even think he'd be in my top 50. For you, would he? I don't even think he'd be in my top 50.
No, I don't think he'd be in top 50. Top 100, yeah.
Yeah, top 100, I could see. Top tag teams of all time, Harlem Heat, sure. I could see
top
that.
Top tag teams, I'd say probably top 20. Yeah.
Great worker. You know, he's a great coach, it seems. He's got a nice promotion.
Cool moveset. You know, yeah. I thought the movesets were always cool. Spinaroonie was always funny.
He's another one. Like, that's one of the problems with a lot of the wrestlers having podcasts, I think, sometimes, because you get a real judge of people's character and who they are as people. And that's where I think a lot of, social media, podcasting, all that stuff is great. But you can really alienate people, too. Like Joey mentioned here, when people push things like politics and stuff on camera. We learned that years ago, That's why we don't. It's a bad idea, man. That's why you don't do it. And they bring up their own opinions on things. And everybody's always trying to remain relevant and all that. And it never works. It doesn't do any good. Like, I think it's great for them for money and entertainment and stuff like that. Not everybody's going to like everybody's opinion all the time. But I think some of the people, you just see their personality, and they're just very unlikable people when you get a chance to see them.
And I think Booker T is one of those that falls victim to that. I really do.
Yeah.
Give me just a second. Take the reins real quick, okay?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, all the stuff I see from him, like when he's doing his clips, I don't like actively watch his podcast or his show or listen to it or any of that stuff. I don't actively follow that in any way, but I think it can be very counterproductive for a lot of people, to do those types of shows. So what's going on, Rand? Good to see you, man. We started early tonight, but it's good to see you anyways. So Rabbi says Booker's on his Mount Rushmore. Well, if he's on yours, then good. You're the first one for us, buddy. I like Booker, WCW and Harlem Heat, WCW TV, world title runs, TNA, etc. But not really into him these days. Yeah. All right, Rabbi's Booker, Glacier, and the Mulkeys are on his Mount Rushmore. All right, the Mulkeys. Another great. What was that guy's name? Jim Herd. The Jim Herd days of WCW. The fucking Mulkeys. Or the Ding Dongs. I saw the Ding Dongs doing recently a virtual signing. I'm like, who in the hell wants to see the Ding Dongs these days? It was just some stupid Jim Herd gimmick, but I don't know. What do you guys think about wrestlers and their podcasts? Do you think they're counterproductive sometimes for them? I think sometimes they definitely can be, and they can really bring it out for them or they can really kill it. So Yeah, the hunchbacks. They can't be pinned. They got hunchbacks. Jim Herd booking, some of the worst.
Yeah, man. So, going back to what we were saying, I don't know what I missed in the conversation.
Oh, we were just jabbering on.
I don't think Booker T was ever in anyone's top 10 or ever their favorite wrestler. I don't think I've ever spoken to anybody. That's why it shocked me with Rewind, saying that.
Oh, your first one is right here. It's Rabbi Moses.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Rabbi, come on. Come on. Yeah, I don't know. Booker T has never been up there for me personally. Yeah, and that's another thing that's been annoying me lately with the wrestling product, like the LFG show, for instance. Like, you have these people on there, and you're like, okay, The Undertaker definitely deserves to be on there. Bubba Ray, I could see, being the GOAT of the tag team division, whatever. But really, like, when they get in the training area of wrestling, and they have a guy like Albert, being the head trainer and the head guy over in NXT, I get he was a good worker and stuff like that, but what in the fuck is that's the best they could get for a train? Like, really?
I think that's why Shawn Michaels is kind of down there now too, bro.
Like, what in the fuck are like, you are a you are the top wrestling company in the world, and you got A-Train?
It's interesting
Tons of Funk being your fucking head trainer.
I mean, it's interesting to think that was the guy that was the big trainer forever. This guy couldn't get over to save his life for all those years. What was he? Lord Tensai? Yeah.
His biggest claim was coming down with a piercing rod to stick through your fucking ear. Like, crazy.
But let's see. Cornette should stick to food and wrestling. I don't care about his politics. Yeah, see, that's what goes with.
I love Jim Cornette though. He gets a pass for me. Like, even like, and I don't even agree with him politically, but even when he talks politics, man, I'll listen because I fucking laugh my ass off at the insults that he has. He is so, dude, he is fucking funny, man. I don't know how he was raised when he was a kid, but good God, his household had to have been a riot. Like,
he definitely alienates a lot of people with his views, though. That's for sure. And it's funny to watch him sometimes because he'll like burn long-term like relationships with people. He was buddies with Meltzer forever, and then they had a breakup, and then they just go off on each other, Or the thing with politics. Him and
Dave Meltzer were friends?
Oh, forever, for ages.
Holy shit! I could see that guy like making so many inside jokes about.
They were friends and did things, like each other's shows for years. And Cornette was always
I never knew that.
Yeah, he was always an advocate for him, and they had a difference of opinion on some wrestling stuff because Cornette rips on AEW really bad, and Dave is a shill for it. And it led to them having some pretty public spats. And some of the shit that Cornette says about Dave Meltzer now is hilarious. I'll just say that. Oh, dude.
I'll have to go dig that up. Hey, you'll get some laughs. Probably one of my favorite skits of all time was the fucking the Wendy's shit that they say, the Wendy's story about Cornette, man. That's one of my
There's a video of it that's online too.
Where he's yelling at the lady in the fucking.
He had to validate it. He fucking chucks the triple cheeseburger or some shit at her or whatever it was.
Cheese, motherfucker.
Triple cheese and double mayo, extra onion, motherfucker.
That's so funny, man.
I don't know why WWE is to keep Regal and Finley as your head trainers, being that they have a solid rep there. Yeah. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, even those guys though, like I get it, they're great workers. William Regal, I love Finley, man, I do. But when I heard that the Undertaker was taking over, Shawn Michaels was going down there, that's who you picture being at the fucking head of training, right? I mean, that's who should be.
Bro, when they did Test and Albert, Rabbi mentioned it, and they had Trish Stratus with them. It was a good, that was Trish's real introduction, to WWE TV.
Was a star.
Yeah, everybody just wanted to see her just beautiful.
They give a fuck about Test and Albert.
Yeah, Albert was just the hairy back guy wearing a black shirt.
That everybody chanted "Shave your back."
Yeah, that was his claim to fame.
Yeah, fucking big deal.
Why do people do that to themselves and let their back look like a chia pet? Why,
bro? I get so paranoid.
Bro. Why do you fucking do that shit, okay?
It's like I'm a Joe Schmo. Like, I still get paranoid about my fucking back hair because that motherfucker. Like, Rewind.
Do you get back hair?
No. Well, because I shave it. Like, Rewind fucking was patronized by Hulk Hogan spanking people with a fucking belt. That's what got him into that shit. I shaved my back because of fucking Albert, dude.
You don't want to end up like that?
No. Fuck
I've never had a problem. I've never grown back hair. Thank God.
What the fuck is wrong with that clown?
Oh, I mean, it's disgusting. Yeah.
Dude, straight up.
So gross, man.
Horrible.
Like, how do you think that's going to get over? You know who's worse than him? That fucking guy from the 90s, the Miguel Estrada from Los Pericuas.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I can't watch a match with that fucking guy. Maybe it was Martin when I was doing it with him. I actually had to fast forward through the match because I could not look at this guy.
It's that disturbing.
It's that gross. Like, hold on. What's his name? Miguel
Los Pericuas.
Let me.
Remember when China was like the fucking godfather of that group and shit? They were her fucking goons.
Let's see. Miguel Perez was his name, and he had the hairiest fucking back in the
so gross.
Bro, dude. Just look at this. Every bit of this guy is hairy.
I don't wanna.
Hold on, it's quick. We'll blast it for just a second here.
So horrible.
Let's go. Let's get the file here. Hold on.
Let's forget the file. Fucking gross, dude. Let's do a comparison real quick. Him versus H. Oh my!
Look at that, bro.
I'm gonna look away.
Look at the hair on this guy. How do you walk around like that?
Like, why would you think that? Like, you think a woman is gonna think that's attractive when you take your shirt off? Bro?
He's got to be married by now, right?
Like, go with Christ, bro.
Dude, look at his dad.
Help.
Here's his dad. Look at this shit. Hold on.
I wouldn't doubt it's longer.
Look. Here we go. This just popped up. Boy, this fucking family's got some hairy fucking people in it.
Like, bro, like, and you know what? You know what's funny is their carpet down below is probably perfectly fucking shaved, dude. I bet you.
Yeah. Look at this, bro. Look at his dad on the right here.
Gross.
Oh.
That is so gross. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Can you fucking imagine walking around like that?
Who was in Los Pericuas? I forgot.
Who was in them? Savio Vega, Miguel Perez, Jose Estrada, and I think that's his name or something. I can't remember the other one. They were terrible.
They were terrible.
He braids his back hair.
That was a faction I could have did without.
Oh, that was during their gang wars type era where they had the Disciples of Apocalypse and the Nation and everybody.
Did you like DOA?
No, I didn't like DOA. I thought they were
terrible. You didn't like DOA?
No, they were terrible. The gang war stuff was the worst, man.
It was pretty bad. I remember when the Undertaker showed up and beat the dog shit out of all of them. I told you, man. I told you it's Rewind. You got offended because I called it vlogging.
Trish is still the dish, Lawrence. Trish Stratus looks amazing.
What? I'm not lying about that.
Oh my God. Is there a woman on the roster that looks as good as Trish does at her age, man? Even the younger ones?
Keebler's probably the only close one.
Trish is the most beautiful woman in wrestling history to me. That's just to me.
Ever?
In wrestling history? Absolutely.
Ever?
In wrestling, to me. And I'm not, and as I said earlier, white women are not my thing typically that I'm into, for dating.
I'm going to say for me, God, that is such a loaded question because there's such a variety. Yeah, there you go. See, I told you it's fucking Rewind.
Rewind. How was the Facebook date?
Come on. How are you not going to come on air with this Rewind and do a reveal? That would have been funny. Let's see. For me personally, I'm going to say, God, that's such a loaded question. God, that's tough, man. That's tough. It's a tough one. I'm going to say Miss Elizabeth.
Oh, she was a beaut, too.
Say Miss Elizabeth.
Number 2 for me was Stacy Keibler back in the day. She was just, woof.
Yeah.
That could be a topic one day that we do, the most beautiful women in wrestling history.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
for sure. And the uglier ones, but we would get in trouble for that.
I'm not doing that one. I'm steering away from it, all right?
Nyla Rose and Nyla Snacks would be
I'm staying away from that one. I've learned enough to know to stay away from certain topics, and I'm not going to be shaming anybody on that episode.
No, I hear you. But
it'd be a fun episode to do the most beautiful women in wrestling history, though.
I'm down. Most beautiful and most impactful, maybe.
Next week, though, you picked a good topic that just kind of came up randomly that we decided to do. Next week, we're going to do the rise and the fall of Ric Flair.
The Nature Boy.
The Nature Boy, the rise.
I think that'll be a good show, dude.
I think it's going to be a real good one, actually. And then just a reminder, we're going to be off for a few weeks after that because I'm going to be overseas for a couple weeks. So we'll be back at the end of August after next week, just for a few weeks. We'll take off. And then we'll be right back at the end of August to end the summer in style. You excited for SummerSlam coming up?
No. Jelly Roll, that match, it's you're wasting. Okay, so like here I could go on for days about this, but Randy Orton is one of the greatest of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome, you know, to see him wrestling and stuff like that, but to waste his last couple years, like to waste a match like this, I don't get it, dude. To risk his back and stuff like that, to do it with Jelly Roll and fucking Logan Paul and stuff, like I'm just like, man, what the fuck? This is the best we can do for Randy Orton.
I don't even know the other matches that are going on in this. I think AJ Styles and Dom maybe. Main event, Gunther and Punk.
That's been the least favorite Dominic storyline that I've ever seen.
With him and AJ?
I don't like. I think it's dumb. They're like, oh yeah, he needs a doctor's note. It's every fucking week. Oh, still got a doctor's note, AJ. Like I'm like, man.
What would make you think that Cody's turning heel next week on Cena? Or is what?
Cody's been showing some hints that he's going to turn heel, and they're going to do the double flip where Cena goes back to being a good guy and Cody's the bad guy, and Cody's going to
be with The Rock or something like that. You think?
Yeah, they'll do something like that.
So that's how he's going to get his title back, basically.
Which is fine by me. I like the whole the WWE title corrupts you, because that's always the case, right? I mean, it's done it to everybody, even Stone Cold. So I love that. I if they're gonna flip Cody Rhodes, that's the way they should do it.
I have not been paying much attention. This is the most wrestling that I've watched in probably the last 6 weeks. So, I mean, I keep it.
So if we're gonna continue to keep doing the show, I gotta ask a favor of you.
What's that?
You've at least got to try and catch Raw. That's what I've been trying to do. At least catch Raw. Make your chicken wings. Sit down like it's fucking Monday night again in the 90s, dude, and just watch Raw. And if it's bad, we'll talk about how bad it is. If it's good, we'll talk about how good it is. But you at least got to watch Raw.
When we get back, we can do a live stream to it if you want on a Monday. You know,
let's do it. That is the one thing I look forward to every week is Monday Night Raw.
All right. Well, so we'll do it a couple weeks after we get back. We'll do the Ric Flair show, and then we'll do a women's show eventually. But maybe we'll do a live stream one week on a Monday. We'll watch some Raw, and we'll check it out. I'll give it some time.
Cool.
I mean, I've watched bits and pieces of it here and there through the weeks. I'll catch it sporadically. I'm always watching baseball. Like, I'm a baseball nut, so like it's
baseball's
the only
man. I love the D-backs, you know.
Your demon back, your demon backs.
My demon backs.
Yeah, your demon backs are getting ready to unload your entire team, basically.
Yep.
You know,
it's true.
I hope we're not going to get him, but I hope we pick up your baseman, Eugenio Suarez. So,
yep.
I'm always watching baseball. So if
you need a new bullpen.
Well, you guys are done for the season, bro.
Yeah, we need a new bullpen for sure.
You're trading off Zach Allen. You're trading off Eugenio Suarez. You're going to trade off Naylor probably. You guys are in total rebuild mode, which I don't understand because you guys have one fucking hell of a team that's just not clicking. So Astros have really turned it on this year. Go Red Sox. I hope I don't know what the score is tonight if they won.
Rabbi, I hope you slip on a banana peel for saying that. Fuck you.
I wanted them to win tonight because they're playing the Phillies, though. So, and the Phillies and the Mets are tied up at the top. I hate baseball at the moment because the Braves fucking suck this year, Jeremy. Jeremy's going to be losing a bet by the end of the season in fantasy baseball that we made. And don't think I forgot our bet, Jeremy, earlier in the year. We made a gentleman's bet with one another. And whoever had the better record in fantasy baseball, I'll let Jeremy discuss it another day, has to do some walk of shame next year with some other person's stuff. So unless I completely just fucked up my karma for the year, I don't think I'm going to be losing to Jeremy overall in the standings anytime close. So,
Jeremy's going to have to wear a Mets hat for the rest of the year.
Jeremy's going to be repping the Mets.
Oh, boy.
And if I lose to him, if he comes back on, I got to rep the Braves next year and wear Braves.
That ain't going to happen.
I'm not listening to the fucking Braves on that.
No, man.
I know you haven't forgotten. It's a gentleman's bet between two gentlemen. We're going to have some fun with it. So,
yeah.
Because we both knew that Jeremy's a diehard Braves fan and I'm a diehard Mets fan. And listen, we both respect each other's likes for different teams and our teams. But
baseball's a different one.
It is, man, and it's gonna be. Jeremy's coming on though. I'll say this: his team in fantasy baseball's been coming on.
Who's your favorite baseball player of all time?
Ooh, wow, that's a loaded question. Selfishly, as a Met, my favorite Met of all time is David Wright. Watching him play, I love watching.
Your guys' catcher that you guys act as like he's God and shit. Who was that catcher that was great?
Oh, Mike Piazza?
Yeah, Piazza.
He's not my favorite of all time.
It's usually everybody's favorite Met.
David Wright has been my favorite Met of all time, but my favorite all-time baseball player is Cal Ripken.
Yeah, I figured you'd say that. Yeah. I remember the stories you told me about.
I would burn a John Rocker jersey in 10 seconds in Citi Field. Let me go give you a John Rocker rant for the night, okay?
Oh, boy. This is going to be worse than Natty Neidhart.
John Rocker is a racist, homophobic, vile piece of you-know-what, man. He is the scum and filth of the earth, and I hope that John Rocker has a bad day every day because he is a vile piece of shit, man, and the things that he does. He is everything that's wrong in the world with everything that he does, and he's been that way forever. He's a hateful human being. No place in this world for
Ken
racism.
Griffey Jr., huh?
Ken Griffey's the best swing in baseball ever is Ken Griffey Jr.
If we're talking about swings, Gary Sheffield's got my vote. But
the wagon at the bat.
No, I'm just kidding. Matt Williams was my favorite batter of all time.
Great third baseman, man.
Yeah, favorite batter of all time, not favorite player of all time.
My least favorite player of all time is probably John Rocker.
Just because who he is as a person.
Yeah, just an awful guy, man. There's no room in this world for hatred and racism and hatred towards other people of other things like that.
What did he say? I mean, what did
he said? Basically that all the people in New York were, especially they were nothing but AIDS infested, homeless, bums, and queers.
Is he white?
John Rocker? Oh yeah. Called gay people queers and mean names, worse than even.
I'm all for freedom of speech and shit like that.
Like, here's Jeremy. Me and Jeremy have talked about this. He's a brave and he hates Rocker too.
But the thing of it is, like, you have the freedom of speech, but just be prepared. You're gonna get the repercussions of your freedom of speech, buddy.
Yeah, and your freedom of speech when it comes to divisiveness and hatred and racism and violence like that is a terrible thing, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, there's no room in this world for that for anybody. So that's why I say I hope John Rocker has a bad day every day because he doesn't care about it. That's who he is, and you know, whatever. If I could have a celebrity boxing match against somebody, and if I could do some good training, I would love to club that motherfucker.
Yeah,
my leg ain't gonna hold up to do it, but I'm sure gonna go out. I'm sure gonna go out in style on that one.
That'd be awesome.
Give me 6 months to give me a good trainer for 6 months or something like that. If my leg could hold up, I would take John Rocker in a heartbeat.
Nice, dude.
Oh, I know it was a joke, Joey, with the John Rocker stuff. No way I'm rocking that out, though, man. I would burn a John Rocker jersey.
Would you?
Dude, I'd burn that shit right in somebody's.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Natty Neidhart, John Rocker. You got to fuck one and you got to marry one. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not answering this question. That went south fast. I would be buddies with Natty and hang out with her all day over John Rocker. All day. Me and Natty would be BFFs over him. I'd listen to her put herself over for 6 hours and said,
that promo she did where she was like rubbing the makeup and all that. I was like, what in the fuck are we watching right
Jeremy,
now?
You guys got the shit kicked out of you today, man. It was bad. Devers ate you guys for breakfast, bro.
Dude, even when the Diamondbacks get their ass kicked, I still like that was like with hockey with the Coyotes when they were a team out here. Even when they got their ass kicked, it was one of my favorite things to go do is watch hockey. Watch Coyotes.
You guys have one of the coolest stadiums in professional baseball.
Yeah, we do. We do. That paddock pool section is badass.
Have you ever gone back in the pool section and been back there during the game?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that shit is so cool, man. They got the hot tub and the pool.
Yeah. We've got two cool stadiums. The Cardinal Stadium is dope. I got sworn in at the Cardinal Stadium. And
really?
Yeah, and the fucking Banquin Ballpark is what I'll always call it, the Bob. It is one of my favorite stadiums as well. So
your roof is retractable too, right? So they break.
Yeah, it is.
But they pretty much just keep it on year round, I think, probably because of the heat, right?
No, they do open it from time to time. They do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, it happens, Jeremy. Bad stretches in sports happen, man. You guys aren't a bad team. You just had a bad year. Like you guys have a lot of talent on that team. It's really kind of alarming to see.
You
So
can't be the best every year. Do they have a vlogging section? Rewind, you come on out, man. You come on out. I'll show you.
Jeff Bagwell, all-time greatest Astro. Altuve. Okay, so I watched the Astros play I think it was last year I watched the Astros play in a live game. And Altuve, no matter where he goes, gets the shit booed out of him for the cheating stuff. They hate him
really?
everywhere. Every stadium that Altuve goes to, they boo
Here's
him
my
back.
thing, dude. And this could be a debate. And I know this is a wrestling show and all that stuff, but listen to me. When it comes to steroids in sports, here's my thing. Okay. Steroids may give you an advantage somewhat in recovery when you're working out. Okay. They don't give you an IQ to hit a bat.
Agreed. Or
They don't.
eye to hand coordination.
Hand-eye coordination, none of that. I mean,
See you next week, Lawrence.
Yeah, see you later, buddy. Appreciate you always.
Good luck at the appointment, brother.
It does not give you the IQ to swing a bat. It doesn't give you the hand-eye coordination. It doesn't give you the accuracy of throwing a ball, especially in baseball, right? Steroids, to me, I think, is bullshit to bitch about. That's just my opinion. People can get upset about it and whatever, and that's fine. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. I don't think steroids are a big a deal as everybody makes them out to be. Everybody, I hate to tell you this, but every professional athlete, whether you want to admit this or not, has taken them.
If it's done under a doctor's care, no big freaking deal, man.
No big deal.
Do it effectively.
Yeah.
Do it effectively. They're going to hate somebody no matter what, Joey. That's why they always look for somebody in these scandals and things where they hate somebody. They boo Soto everywhere he goes because he got a big contract for $765 million. Like you could blame the fucking guy. That's fans anywhere you go. Jeff
It's like
Bagwell
the great Nate Diaz says, man, everybody's on fucking steroids. It's the truth. It's the fucking truth.
Petco Park. Have you ever seen that in San Diego, Richie?
Yep.
Okay,
sure.
War Games in Petco is going to be sick looking. Petco is one of the coolest parks in Major League Baseball too, in San Diego. I think it's awesome, and I think it's going to be super cool to see War Games there. So
I agree.
I like seeing them go to some of these different places like that because the aesthetics of a building can really add to it. That was the best thing that AEW had working for them tonight was that building and the look of it.
It looked great.
Yeah,
it didn't look as empty, right?
Yeah,
it didn't look as empty. It made it look more legitimate. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, these baseball stadiums that they build, man, they're some of these things are cool as hell, man. So
Nolan Ryan,
great pitcher, man. I mean, the guy threw like 107 miles an hour at one point or some shit.
Damn. Nolan Ryan was a beast.
Oh my god, he played into his 40s and was still striking people out, man. So
yeah. He probably still did
today. He threw out a first pitch. I think it was earlier this year, and they clocked him at it. I think they still clocked him, and he was at like 81 miles an hour.
You got to be kidding me!
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like this year, last year they clocked him just to see, and he still fired it in the 80s.
Was it accurate?
Yeah, dead on, bro. Yeah, dead on. They had him throw like the opening pitch or whatever.
You gotta give that motherfucker his flowers, dude.
Bro, there wasn't many that could touch Nolan Ryan in his day.
They better put Pete Rose in the damn Hall of Fame. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he's going in. He's dead now, so he's going to go in, of course. When you're not around anymore, they'll bring you in and all is forgiven.
Horrible, dude, isn't it?
It is awful. Like you see WWE is one of the most notorious at it.
Right, China. Fuck, that was so bad.
People die and then they let them come in and all is forgiven. Then and it's like, dude, come on.
And then this could be a hot debate too for a show one night. But they don't let Benoit fucking go in there, but they let Jimmy Snuka stay in there.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Oh my god, yeah, the fight with Robin Ventura, Joey. Good point, man. He beat the shit out of Ventura.
Him. Did everybody hear the news about Jesse Ventura?
No, what?
They fucking are taking him off of Saturday night's main event because of his comments on that cage match.
What did he say that was that bad?
He said it was one of the worst endings on air. He said it was one of the worst scripted endings he ever seen, and Triple H is taking him off the fucking commentary crew.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Come on. It's
Jesse's return was very short-lived.
He got 3 out of him there. Yeah. I liked his commentary when he was on it. I thought it was interesting.
I thought it was too. I thought it was a great old school touch, and you never knew what he was going to say. Well, apparently he said too much.
Jeez, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Verlander got his first win in 17 starts today. I saw, but he was throwing 98 on his 97th pitch. Not a bad feat for a guy in his 40s, right? I can barely walk at 43, and Verlander's out there throwing 98, so he's doing pretty well.
Macho Man's probably my favorite baseball player of all time.
Oh yeah, he was in it. Dig it,
dude! I saw somebody in San Diego. They had and I was probably the only one that picked it up in the crowd. But there was a guy wearing a fucking Macho Man shirt, but it wasn't a Macho Man shirt you thought it was going to be. It was his baseball card on the front. And I was
really?
Like, fuck yeah, dude. It was so
Was it
cool.
when he was shaved or whatever in his face?
And I walked up to the guy. I was like, Macho Man's the shit. He's like, you picked it up, dude. I was hoping somebody would get it.
That's awesome.
It was like, fuck yeah, man. It was so
I wonder
cool.
where they made that shirt at. I don't think there's many of those roaming around. You got to be a diehard Macho fan to really know that, too.
It was so cool. I was like, hell yeah, bro.
He's walking around that thing and nobody knows but the one diehard wrestling fan that comes. It's like when you walk around the mall, like I always tell this story, like you can still to this day wear your NWO shit, you know, and the shirt. You will get it every place you go, like clockwork, man. I guarantee you, if you wear that shit around, if you're walking around, somebody's gonna hit you up within an hour or so.
Dude, I went to I think it's called Tilly's or something like that. It's a store out here in the mall. Anyways, I was shocked. They had like Cactus Jack versus Triple H on a Royal Rumble shirt. Like they had The Rock. They had all kinds of wrestling shirts at the store at the mall, and I was like, damn. It was all retro stuff. So
just like what we like, right?
Yeah.
See, I'm all about that. It's great to see like when people recognize the old school past, like, you know, when they can still remember. That just shows you. Yeah, that shows you the legacy that good wrestling and good performances can do for somebody. Not the crap that we watched tonight.
Oh my God. That's why we've gone a little bit longer than normal. Jesus, that was horrible. I'm so sorry that we subjected you guys.
No, we had fun talking about cucumber water.
Coconut water, yeah, dude.
What did I tell you right from the start when I called you, though?
Dude, you said the show was going to suck, and we should have went with that. We should have just shot from the hip like we normally do, but
I think we made it entertaining enough.
It was still fun.
I think we had a good
John
time.
Moxley has just gone in the drizzling shit.
So
Claudio Castagnoli.
We were waiting for the stream. I started the stream, like I said earlier, and I'm not good by myself, and I just wasn't into it right off the bat. And I ended the stream.
Think you were going to want to do a show tonight. You sounded defeated right off the bat.
It was awful, bro. I'm not going to say everything that I said in private because I don't want to get in trouble, but I said a few expletives in there. I said, this is just extremely awful is basically what I said in the nice context of it. And I said, this is going to suck, man. And then you and Jeremy talked me into it, you know? So you and Jeremy talked me in. I don't regret it, though, because I think we had a lot of fun.
So. Yeah, and to be honest with you, we'll give it a shot down the road again. But was it that bad? I'm gonna say it was that bad.
Should have had a flogging only show.
Yeah, I think we'd be kicked off the air in about 2 seconds.
Well, I hope his FaceTime date went well tonight.
Yeah, rewind. Now that we've solved the fucking mystery.
I hope his FaceTime date went well.
I swear to God, I thought it was Jude. I really did. I thought it was Jude. I thought Rabbi was the Jude fan.
If it really is rewind, he's doing well at the typing back and forth because he did the no hands. He's got a culprit.
How did you? I need to learn your trick, man. You must have had dragon in your mouth and muted the mic.
He must have done. I'll leave it at this tonight to end show for this controversy. You know what he must have done? He must have pre-typed it before, and then he pre-typed it, and then he just quickly hit the button and said, "Look, my hands are up."
He's fucking doing the Americano shit, man, where it's the same person fucking costume.
It was a conference call. Horse shit. It was
I think you and Jeremy are fucking teaming up on this account here or something.
Nah, it's not Jeremy. I know it's not Jeremy.
Yeah.
I know it's not Jeremy. All right, Rabbi. We'll see one day, hopefully.
Okay, Americano, we got you. Fucking
all right, everybody.
America over here.
Next week, we will be back with Ric Flair, the rise and the fall of Ric Flair. What has his legacy become? We're going to have some fun next week discussing that. Closing thoughts, my friend.
Appreciate you all coming back out. We're going to have a little brief break with John going on vacation, but I want you guys to keep tuning in. We got a lot of great content coming, and we pull shit out of our ass, literally. Like that Nature Boy show, it was just off the stick. So I hope
it is something like that.
Dude, I hope it's going to – dude, it is rewind. Come on, Rabbi. I hope it's going to be a good show. I think we're going to have fun with that one, and it'll hold you guys over for a little bit. If y'all want me to do a live while John's gone, I can maybe throw one out there. I don't know. We'll see. I'll talk about it, but we'll talk about it next week on that. I just want you guys to know I appreciate you, and this is just as fun for us as it is hopefully for you guys too. And we enjoy the hell out of it. It's one of our favorite nights of the week. So keep coming back, and we'll see you down the road, man.
You know what I did last week when you weren't around, other than the concert? Because I wanted to do a show last week at some point. I just ingrained myself in work last week, because even if we don't do it on a Wednesday, we always find a day. So it's like it's hard for me to like sit still on a night where I'm like, I'm just gonna work next week. That way I can, the way I can just do something to keep my mind busy, because I always enjoy this so much every week with you guys, as I know Richie does. We're working our asses off like each and every one of you guys is out there.
The wintertime, you're going to get a shitload of content. I can tell you that. We always throw out so much content in the wintertime. So
that's our biggest one. We do more than we'll sometimes do more than one in a week in the winter sometimes too, because we're all glued, inside in the winter typically. So
yeah.
Well, 41 next week. Can't do a Sunday show rewind. Rabbi. Can't do Sunday shows. I work on the weekends for my business, so I do not do Sundays or Saturdays. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm not passing up that type of money on the weekends. So
no, you make a good chunk of coin there.
Yeah, it's with life and all the good things coming up for me, I'm saving up as much as I can. So I'm like, me and Richie are always busting our ass, every.
Look at the sun, man. This isn't from San Diego. I was on the roof fucking fixing our own unit.
You climbing on the roof in 130-degree heat.
God, man, the roof gets to 130, dude. It's 110 and 130 on the roof. So
I don't know how you do it, bro.
A lot of water.
Yeah, a lot of liquid death.
Liquid death. That's right.
A lot of cucumber water. Did we talk about water enough earlier?
Yeah, we did. I had to piss so bad during the show that we talked about it so much. Yep.
Oh, shit. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Have a great rest of your week. We hope everybody is, staying safe out there. I know it's hot where most places are for people, so stay cool, stay hydrated. We talked about water enough this week. Yep. Drink some cucumber water. Drink some liquid death. If any of them want to be a sponsor, hop on. We'll put you on the show. But till next week, guys. Dingleberry. Fuck you. I'm not doing it.
Rewind.
All right, on that note, Dingleberry water. We're out.
Go try some Dingleberry water.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.